Alright, come on, YouTube. Work with me here. There you go. Good boy. Greetings, everyone. I am Dr. J, and it is another pleasant Sunday afternoon. Well, evening our time. And now we are starting a little later than usual because my brother's evening obligations took a little longer than usual, though that's to be expected for the first of the month. But for now, we've got Tabletop Simulator. We've got X-Wing Miniatures. We have the board. Let's see what the squads are. Brother, what are you bringing in?
Yeah.
Wait, is that the correct spawner? I think it's... Oh! I've hit the wrong thing. Oh, Here, easy solution.
Ooh, achievement unlocked. Good times.
Good for you. Alright, now, go ahead and put in your faction, and then it should respond to yet another squad builder. Actually, do I have mine up? Oh, I don't.
TSS spawner.
Okay.
Spawn ships.
Let's see. Load. Here it is. Bomberman. Sounds like something spawned in. Let's take a look. Alright, so. Yep.
You know, I think...
Oh, I see what you're leaning into for this one.
Yeah, let me put my ships.
So let's see, you've got a standard squad. So what is that? A Z95?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So just a Z95 armed with homing missiles and let's see, munitions fails. You know what? I can look at that after I spawn mine in. So, brother, what do you think I'm gonna bring in?
Evil.
Okay, what do you actually think I'm bringing in? Because I gave you a hint before we started, actually.
Definitely nothing with definitely nothing involving any A-wings. So
okay.
It won't be an A game.
I need to turn you down a little bit. So, okay, so I guess to explain to the stream, I gave my brother a couple of hints, actually, as to what exactly I was planning on doing. So, in short, I had basically said, even if you win, you lose. The assumption that I had made was that I could bring in any named character that was technically considered a protagonist at any point in, well, Star Wars history. So, my brother took that to mean Rebel, Republic, or Resistance. I took it to mean something a little different. It's actually Scum and Villainy. 2 ships. Fen Rao in his Fangfighter, and the Andrasta. You should know the significance of that name, even if the viewers do not.
Oh, you went that on me. Oh, wow. It looks like you beefed up the Andrasta very well. And also, if you're wondering, the Andrasta appeared in X-Wing Alliance.
Yep, and he is the older brother of the Azamine family, who were, I believe, some kind of freighters?
Shipping company.
Yeah, shipping company. Yeah. They worked with the Rebellion, in Legends continuity, they worked with the Rebellion frequently after the Empire basically kicked them out of their home. So...
Yeah, the Rebels helped them. They helped the Rebels with reclaiming their home. Though, I've been thinking of doing the build with the Andrasta, but...
oh man, I can't wait for you to see everything. So, let's take a look at what you've got.
Look at this. Before we do, look at this detail. That dancing Twi'lek was actually painted onto the Andrasta.
Wait, what dancing Twi'lek? Where?
Look on the right side of the Andrasta.
The right side of the hang on a minute.
Yeah.
The heck?
You know, look at it at the angle.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm just not I'm looking. I'm just not believing. Wow. That's
Remember the angle that the Andrasta shoots at those ties when the Azamines are escaping?
God, I need to turn you down. Yeah.
Maybe this will help.
No, I've got it. I've got it. I've got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this should be an interesting one.
That's some impressive detail for the guys of Tabletop Simulator who made this to actually make that.
Well, is that Tabletop Simulator or something else? But either way, let's go over what everybody has then. So, you took Chewbacca. So, before you would be dealt a face-up damage card, you may spend 1 energy to be dealt the card face. Okay, so you can nullify crits. Okay, is that okay, that is something that can refresh. So, you can nullify a single crit on a given exchange. You've got pistons,
Yeah,
so you intend to be
don't get-
firing a lot. Remind me, does the Millennium Falcon have forward and back facing, or just forward facing turrets?
Yes, it does. It has forward and back.
Alright, so Perceptive Co-Pilot, after you perform a focus, gain 1 focus.
What that means is
You get double the tokens, right?
yeah, if I declare a focus. Yes.
But that would mean that you can't necessarily use Lando to full effect, could you? Or is that...
Yeah. Oh,
Actually, wait,
well,
if after you perform a focus, yeah, you would have to choose between either taking 2 focus or risking on Lando. So,
yeah.
not necessarily
I was thinking about that.
not necessarily the most synergy, but it could work. And then you took a shield upgrade and a hull upgrade.
Yeah, part of why I said I don't know if this will work, but if anything else, Nick, if I use something similar to this, if the Perceptive Co-Pilot works with Piston, some people are saying that it'll work well with Piston, I might change up the other crew member off of Lando because of that.
Well, in theory it could, because if you basically perform a focus action and get 2 focus tokens, both of your attacks could have focus, and given your luck, that would be useful.
And if I am able to attack 2 guys, as I can, as in this case, I still would be both your pilots, though not very long. It would allow I could use a focus on the first attack and a focus on the other if I so desire.
All right, so let's take a look at what else you got. So shield upgrade, hull upgrade, that makes sense. So beefier ship, and then you also allow. Let's see. While you defend, if you're evading, you may re-roll a defense die. Okay, so another thing that won't necessarily synergize with Lando very well, because evade, I believe, is a specific action. And actually, can you even evade? Oh wait, it gives you the evade action, so you actually can now. Okay, fair enough. So if you are evading, so that allows you even more versatility with your defense. Okay, so you basically made it to where the Falcon is unkillable and able to attack multiple targets.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, though if I take out one of your pilots, it would probably be Fen Rao first, considering how much stronger the Firebreak class pursuit fighter is compared to the Fang fighter by default.
I'm not sure which would be the
way, but
we'll see what the priority target is.
But if I take out one of your targets, then of your 2 fighters, then the Perceptive Co-Pilot Lando might gain some versatility because of that role, if you know what I mean.
We'll see.
Anyways,
now Gavin Darklighter. So while a friendly ship performs an attack, if the defender is in your firing arc, the attacker may change 1 result to a crit. So Gavin's going to be following the Falcon like a lost puppy. Got it. Now, you can acquire a target lock at anything, so...
Yeah, I forgot about using that ability at times during our last match.
Alright, you took outmaneuvers, so okay, so Gavin Darklighter has officially marked himself as the first target to die. Let's see, fire control system, while you perform an attack, if you have a lock on the defender, you may reroll an attack die. Since you don't have any sort of missile on this thing, that means you basically keep a target lock and use it to reroll. And it means you don't burn the lock, which is useful. Okay, so Gavin's the first to die. Apart from maybe the Bandit Squadron pilot.
I was going to put on a stealth unit to give him an extra dodge, but Dad suggested I probably go do an additional fighter just in case, and I'm kind of glad about that now.
Honestly, that probably makes sense given the circumstances, because your Bandit Squadron pilot, you put homing missiles on it, so actually, the Bandit Squadron pilot's going to be the first to die.
Yeah.
Especially since that you put munitions failsafe on it, so I know exactly how I'm going to handle my homing missiles.
Basically... While you perform a missile or torpedo attack, I know I said those in the reverse order as the card, after rolling attack die, you may cancel all die results to recover or that energy you spent as a cost for the attack. So you essentially don't lose.
Basically, it allows him to fire the missile, and if he misses every shot, then he can keep the missile, basically. So, let's take a look at my ships. Ben Rao.
Yeah, also, before we do.
Oh dear, what now?
Each Z95, there are special paint jobs for the Z95. This one's the one for this one. And I think it's Blue Squad, the next tier up that has the one that the original Rebel paint job goes with.
Yeah. Alright, so shall we begin with my squadron? I've got a lot of toys. Alright, Ben Rao's the simplest. While you defend or perform an attack, if the attack range is 1, you may roll 1 additional die. Basically, if I get within 1 of you, I get double the range bonus. And then Concordia face-off. While you defend, if the attack range is 1 and you are in the attacker's arc, change one result to a dodge result, which means even if we are facing off against each other, at range 1, I'm at least guaranteed to dodge 1 strike, so I effectively nullify the range 1 bonus for you. So Fenrir's goal is going to get in your face, and even if he doesn't get in your face, I put proton torpedoes on him, and he is outmaneuvered.
But keep in mind that he doesn't have. It only takes 4 shots to take him out.
I also have 3 dodge and outmaneuver.
True, but if I get a lucky roll, well, I can't guarantee a single shot will take him out.
I may not have dodge. I may not have evade as an action, but that's okay. I won't need it, I assure you.
Yeah, but
well,
who knows?
I hope not. Also, Fenrir has an initiative of 6. He always attacks first.
Who knows?
Actually, while I'm checking, Chewbacca 4, and 1. Okay, so what's the initiative on my end? So we'll have so 4 and 6. How many points did you use?
200 exactly.
I used 198. I go first.
Okay.
So my 2 ships move. So my 2 ships move last.
And shoot first, but
that's very good for me, actually.
But that doesn't tell the whole story.
We shall see. So, Imon Azamine, this one's going to take a while. So, step 1, let's talk about the Andrasta. So let's talk about the Andrasta first. So basically what this allows me to do is the Andrasta gave me an extra bomb that I could put on it, and it allows me to reload it's better yet, it's a white reload. I don't have to stress myself out if I want to reload a bomb. So,
depending on how good hey bro?
Yeah.
Depending on how well this build goes, you don't mind me using and get it as a potential build, do ya?
Oh yeah, feel free to throw it at Dad. I'm sure he'd love you for it. So, Imon Azamine, if you would drop a device using a 1 forward template, you may use the 3 right or 3 forward template instead. Basically, it allows me to effectively put my bomb wherever I want in a manner that would really mess with you, assuming I'm able to predict. So, let's talk about those bombs first and foremost. I put proton bombs on. Now, let me go over to yet another squad builder, which is what I used. So, at the end of the activation phase, this device detonates. When this device detonates, each ship and remote at range 0 to 1 suffers a crit. That's what the proton bomb does. As for
assuming it doesn't have shields.
Yes, but you get my point.
It would probably blink a shield if it...
Yes, it would blink a shield. Concussion bombs. Now, this is a fun one. At the end of the activation phase, this device detonates. When this device detonates, each ship and remote at range 0 to 1 is dealt 1 face-down damage card. Then each ship at range 0 to 1 must expose 1 damage card unless it chooses to gain 1 strain token. Basically, what that means is, I don't have to worry about your filthy shields to deal critical damage to you. However, there is a penalty to the concussion bomb. Once I fire one of them, I then have to fire all of them in the subsequent turns. Basically, the moment I fire one, I have to do the other 2 on the subsequent turns. And even if I reload, I would reload that concussion bomb, I would then have to use it on the next turn, because based on the wording of the spell. Well, spell, what am I saying? This isn't a fantasy game.
The wording of the card.
Yeah.
In other words, don't chase this ship if you're...
Do not chase the Andrasta. Do not chase the Andrasta. Also, if you get in front of me, I have concussion missiles. So after this attack hits, each ship at range 0 to 1 of the defender exposes 1 of its damage cards. So even if you repair the damage that I deal with the concussion bombs, and I turn around and hit you with a concussion missile, you're not going to be happy.
It's Separatist or Scum. Okay, I was about to question why you had Zam on there. Because Zam was...
Yes, that is a crew upgrade. That is the one case where even if you win, you win.
Lose your...
Alright, so Zam is going to start the game with 0 energy. Let's go ahead and go over her first. So during the system phase, so I may assign one of my secret conditions to myself face down. So if I'm not mistaken, the system phase is when we're assigning maneuverability dials. So in that case, I can assign one of these 2 cards next to her. So, one of them, you better mean business. This condition is assigned face down. Reveal it after you defend. After you defend, you may spend 2 energy from Zam. If you do, perform a bonus attack against the attacker. At the end of the engagement phase, if this card is face down and you are in an enemy ship's firing arc, you may reveal this card. If you do, I recover 2 energy. So this is what I'll probably do in order to get that 2 energy to start with. Because in order to trigger the energy recovery on this one, I have to avoid getting shot at. However, if I have 2 energy and use this card and you attack, I get a free attack against you if I'm able to fire. And bear in mind, I have firing arcs forward and back, and both of them do 3 damage.
So you can't shoot both ways because you don't have.
Technically, I can. It's not considered a turret.
But would you need a gun? But would you need the veteran gunner or whatever?
Nope.
To be able to do it if you have a target in both front and back.
Nope. It's 3 in front, 3 in back. I don't know about any special rule that would require anything to attack in either direction. And so
hey, Dad, if you're watching this.
Oh, I'm sure he'll poke me in Discord if he wants to contest that rule. So, the other thing, you should thank me. So, this is another thing I reveal after I defend. After I defend, I recover 1 energy. Then I may acquire a lock on the attacker. At the end of the engagement phase, if this card is face down and you are in an enemy ship's firing arc, you may reveal this card and spend 2 energy. If you do, you may perform a bonus attack. What this means, this is the thing that I'll likely use when I'm actually fighting you. As in that case, what I'm expecting is that you will shoot at me once or twice, and after everybody has exchanged blows, I then get a free shot at you after that exchange. So, those are the most complicated things. So, I've also put Lone Wolf, which means assuming Fen Rao is only... But if Fen Rao is off in a corner having fun with your E-Wing and Z95, I get to spend an energy to re-roll a defense die. Also bear in mind, I put a stealth device on this thing.
Yeah, I was half tempted to do so on my E-Wing, but Dad suggested I do the Z95 instead.
Yeah, well, you'll see why I put the stealth device on. Also, I put on auto blasters, which means if I'm attacking from the front, I can roll and you are in my bullseye arc, I can use this to effectively theoretically prevent your any dodge result from nullifying crits. So that's how that's gonna work. So basically, don't get in front of me, don't get behind me. Let's see. I thought you only got 1 primary attack. On the fire spray, the same guns are used both forward and backward. Well, only both big ships get more than 1 primary attack. Well, technically I only do get 1 primary attack, but what Zam is describing is a bonus attack after certain conditions are met. So presumably I can still fire with my cannons in that condition, because it doesn't state anything that's specifically required to meet that. Heck, I could theoretically use concussion missiles as well. Oh, Dad's responding fast. You must be real time. I'm latency. Yep, I can use them for the second attack. Okay, that was my understanding.
Okay, so you can do that. Thanks, Dad.
Alrighty then. So, in that case, since we are... Oh yeah, we have to place asteroids and debris fields. I don't see any reason why...
Before we do that, let's see if I can figure out how...
What are you trying to do?
That whole rotation thing.
Oh, rotation value... Actually, if you hover over the numbers, it'll tell you what specifically they are.
Oh!
I just realized that, actually. I was doing it the hard way at first.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That will be helpful for when we decide to declare stuff.
Oh, Dad is posting in chat. Oh, in my chat. I guess he's watching my game. Apparently, he wants you to throw... the build I have at you, the build I'm using, apparently he wants you to use this build against him. Well, my build against him.
Well, we'll have to polish off one of those Fang fighters you printed, so that way we could do that.
And buy an Andrasta. So, I believe since that I'm player...
Actually, Jeremiah, Dr. J.
Screw it, I was planning on saying my name anyway. Well, eventually.
Yeah, we actually do have a fire spray was part of the pack of stuff.
I know.
And we do have the...
I know, the special day is coming up.
Conversion kit.
Yeah, I know. Birthday is coming up. It's not as if there isn't reason.
Yeah. Yeah, though I'm currently...
Congratulations, Dad. You're getting older. So, shall we place asteroids?
Okay, so, the usual, I assume?
The usual. So, because I'm player 1, does that mean you place asteroids down first, or do I?
Feel free to answer this question if you wish.
Why are we relying on Dad for all of our answers? You know he's not going to be here forever.
I know, but...
You know, we're probably going to take this to 10 p.m. knowing our luck. So...
You never know.
Well, he's definitely around now, so I guess we can technically ask.
Yeah, and once we get going, we shouldn't need him again for the rest of the night.
Alright, asteroid. How is asteroid?
And I really need to remember to turn off the Discord chats popping up on the upper left-hand
Obstacle
corner.
setup. Here we are. Starting with the player with initiative, so that would be me.
Okay, so...
I have an asteroid.
An asteroid. Actually, yeah, we should probably look right above. Look at it directly from above, so that way
Actually,
we know
I have... Oh, actually, because I have initiative, I choose, technically. Oh, well.
Yeah.
I choose to go first. Have an asteroid! Well, debris field. Are we just going to create a line? Are we basically going to create a corridor? Let's make this more interesting. We chose medium-sized ships, or I think in your case, large ships.
Yeah,
and then you place, and then you clump them all together.
Both have a large. Yeah, we both have a large.
All right, let's see. Is mine? No, actually, mine's classified as medium.
Right.
The fire spray is classified as medium.
But, Dad, we're gonna have to double check.
No, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
I have it up on my... Do I have to go to a lazy display to show this?
No. Oh, Dad?
Brother.
If we want to do this as build, we're going to have to check with the Scum and Villainy conversion kit to see if it is a medium or not. I believe you do have some medium base is with you. Oh, thanks to the conversion kit.
Can't you use the ARC 170 base?
Yeah, though the conversion kits, for those that have a medium, well, yeah, it should, because the Havoc was changed from a small to a medium in version 2.0.
Well, okay,
so
here's another thing. If you have this fire spray kit to begin with, wouldn't you get the stand and all that stuff with it? Ah, well. This is side stuff. Let's get on with the stream.
It was big in version 1.
Ah, well. But let's get to placing. So your ships got placed first because, well, obvious reasons. You have lower initiative on literally everything. I cannot believe that worked out so well for me.
That doesn't tell the whole story.
I expected you to have at least one Initiative 5 ship. I expected someone like Wedge.
Yeah, I thought about bringing my Rogue at Squadron build, but I wanted to try this out.
Oh yeah, go for it. Give me more opportunities to beat you up. Alright, let's just change rulers.
To test certain things out. And if it doesn't work, yeah, but if anything, you can at least let me know how effective
So, where are you placing things?
Oh yeah, good reminder on the positioning and such. By
Where
the way,
art thou placing?
while I'm thinking about it, for the fans,
the
resistance, Falcon, Alaric, play more and let's talk. Oh my god!
Thank you, Dad. Or is that Sonic Dash poking you?
No, that was Dad.
Oh, of course it was. Yes, the thing is, I understand wanting to talk, and there is a lot that can be discussed, but the thing is, I want to keep it relevant to the game itself. We can talk about extemporaneous things like other factions later. The goal right now is for this game in particular. We can talk about Resistance crap later.
Yeah, the Resistance...
At a time when I don't... Brother, place the damn ship.
Can actually play... Can actually be placed 3 away from... Anywhere that's 3 away from the other side, so you could really do some early harassment.
Oh yeah, actually, no, you don't have to worry about... I don't have to worry about that with this one, thankfully. I just have to worry about you being obnoxious. Alright.
Yeah, I haven't placed them until I put down alignment.
I know.
Yeah, besides I can... With where we're at, I can place all my ships before you do. Let's
That's
see.
not a good thing, brother.
I know, but but it doesn't mean I'm restrained to having to set any of them down in stone until I'm satisfied.
Yep. There is no need to worry about. Well, okay, yeah, it is simpler for you, but that isn't necessarily a good thing in the long run.
Yeah. And
Alrighty. Maybe I should have handicapped myself by having another drink.
Well, I've got mine with me.
Not the kind of drinks you drink.
What? Were you thinking of Jawa juice or something?
You are a child. When people say drink, they normally mean alcohol. So, are you satisfied with your ships?
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Now,
Let's see where the Mando ships are going. Well, I know. Oh, Iman isn't technically Mandalorian, but
it's a fire
some
spray.
fans tend to attach fire spray to Mandalorians. I think some of the updated graphics that some people have put onto the X-Wing Alliance give of the fire spray class pursuit fighters, Mandalorian-esque pilots.
Let me think. For how I want to play, what would work best?
Oh yeah, I think. Okay, so proton bombs. Okay, so you don't have a seismic charge, so none of your stuff will blow anything up to Kingdom Come.
No, I do not have seismic charges. They were a little too expensive. Actually,
Yeah.
hang on a minute. Yeah, you were at even 200. Actually, I was only 194. Could I have put seismic charges on? I could have, actually, if I was willing. Although, my ideas are more fun. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I know what I'm pretty sure I know how you're gonna play this. I'm just trying to think, in case you do something crazy. Because I know exactly how I want to play this. It's just a matter of acquiring the correct setup. Smart choice.
Pardon me for changing the map over here. I just felt like a.
Don't mind me. Let's see. Smart move putting your bandit squadron pilot in the middle, although that could work to my advantage. Let's see.
Yeah, of course I'll need a. Of course I need to. Don't know if I do recall all the dive from a bad roll from my missile, whether or not I'm allowed to keep the lock if I do that.
Well, we shall see.
Yeah. But I know those missiles will probably come in handy, especially if I can just rip right through some of them.
Yeah. Okay.
I know my luck, if I get a lucky roll, it could really damage you.
Well, if you get a lucky roll, alright, I'm pretty happy with these. Let's place them. Okay. The board is set, the die is, well, rather, the die is technically going to be cast.
I was flicking back. Flicking back into here, and accidentally.
Well, it doesn't look like it moved. It's fine.
Yeah, just picked it up briefly.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it moved, so I'm not going to complain. Alright, let's take a look at the moves we've got. Alright, now comes the usual shenanigans, where we will periodically mute in order for us to discuss strategy, and then the real fun.
Yeah.
Gotta be all ominous.
Yeah. At least you. Well.
Oh man, I love how at the moment he sees me mute, suddenly he's quick to shut up. Maybe I should do that more often. No matter. So, my goal with this is basically to get my ships in his face and shut them down as quickly as possible. He's going to be gunning for my Fang Fighter. That much is certain. So, because of that, the Millennium Falcon's best, the Falcon's best opportunity to gun for me is going to be focusing on Azamine. And because of that, he's going to basically try and run. He's going to have the Falcon skirt along the edge, use the turret in order to... What are you doing, brother? Don't you have better things to do?
I was trying to spell out Andrasta on that thing, but it was too big. At least with
Why are
this
you like
ranking I
this?
gave it. 'Cause of me!
That's a poor excuse. Okay, enough talk. So, my goal is to get within range 1 and to stay in range 1. So, because of that, and the reason for that is because I don't want Gavin to outflank. The reason for that is because Fenrau gets a ton of benefits from being range 1, and courtesy of that, I want him as close as possible, theoretically, to knock out the support ships, especially. My hope is that we can knock out the support ships so that we can just gun for the Millennium Falcon without having to worry too much. Now, the good thing is that Concordia face-off will make Fenrau more dodgy than he expects. He'll only get 3 attack with the Bandit Squadron pilot if he's at range 1. Although the homing missile will mean just 1 damage straight out, though he has to burn. Actually, guess you have. Okay, he does have target lock. He does not have dodge, though. And he can do a red barrel roll. Knowing my brother, he will never use that, because he absolutely hates stress with every fiber of his being. It's actually kind of silly how much he hates stress. So, Asamine can boost, and I'll have the benefit of knowing where they're going. So, I think what I'm gonna do, yeah, we'll start with this. And we'll start with this. So my goal is to have, actually, no, we'll keep him moving at around the same speed. No, actually, no, same speed. A little faster, actually. So my thinking is we have Fenrau boost past to try and flank. He'll send Gavin to go after Fenrau. Alaric will likely think that because of the higher well, actually, the odds are in my favor when it comes to a straight-up fight with Gavin, aren't they? The only because if I can get within range 1, yeah, the odds are in my favor. The only difference is that, although it looks like Gavin's more of a support craft, though, given that ability, so it's hard to say, actually. And it looks like he's only set 1 of his things, so it looks like I've got time. Alright, with that in mind, he can acquire target locks at any range, but he doesn't have any missiles to take advantage of that. Only the fire control system to make things a little easier. Depending on who he target locks on this first turn, I'll know exactly what he's planning on doing, and can account for that with my next move. So my goal is to get in his face and get shooting immediately. Because once I do that, I'll be able to cause all kinds of mayhem for him. And with any luck, I can plink off the Bandit Squadron pilot and Gavin so that I can purely focus on taking down Chewbacca as quickly as possible. That being said, I will have to worry about Biston, as if he takes the focus action, as if he has a focus token, he will be able to attack twice if he is able to. However, I also gave myself the ability to attack twice, so in theory, at least for the first exchanges, there will be about an even number of shots fired, depending on where the Bandit Squadron pilot goes. However, there's very little options unless Alaric wants to do a 2 arc to get through this, so I'm at least guaranteed to get an initial pot shot against the Bandit Squadron. So, I think I'm pretty happy with where I've got this, so. And looks like Alaric's still figuring out what he wants Gavin to do. I am curious, though, because Gavin really is the unknown factor here. Luckily for me, the Bandit Squadron pilot won't be able to acquire a target lock on Imon Asamine, which means I don't have to worry about just taking that initial damage. Because if I have to, does the stealth device only lasts until I've suffered damage? Wait a minute, suffered damage? Does that mean a damage token, or does that mean shields, or does that mean any damage at all? I'm actually not sure about the wording on that. So I'm pretty sure what that means is the moment I get plinked off at all, he plinks off a shield, I'm just done, but I'm actually not sure. I'll have to ask later. It looks like we were both ready.
Mm-hmm.
So, you move first. Yep, Dad's saying any damn. Okay. Sorry, I was just discussing the stealth field with on the stealth field's effect. So, you move first. You'll move 4 forward. You surprise me.
And
Actually, I better pull up your build on yet another squad builder, or at least give good enough version to where I can see what your maneuverability dials are. So.
Gonna focus up just in case by doubt I'm gonna be able to do anything.
Five and
Now my
E1.
okay. And I'm going to
Acquire a target lock on who, good sir? Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected.
yeah.
Now, where's Chewbacca going? Straight for. Wait, I forgot. Oh, shoot, I forgot to set this. You know what? I'm not going to apply it this turn since that I forgot to set it, so. Actually, I'll go with the one that's least beneficial to.
Okay.
Because honestly, I don't think I'll be in range anyway. Actually, I'll make it random since that I forgot to set that.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Be random. Alright. So.
I believe Iman goes first.
Iman Azamin goes first, and he is going to do 4 forward. And that actually looks like we're going to be in range of each other.
Well, let's see.
I'm just deliberating as to how exactly I want to play this then.
Let's see. Let's show the target marker to see.
I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to use that either. Because, hang on, Dad was giving me grief over using that on our game in my game with them.
That was the aim ruler.
Yeah, but I don't know if we're allowed to even use that ruler until we get to the exchange, brother.
Okay.
Although, the thing is, how do I want to play this? Let's see. So, what direction is the Falcon's are the Falcon's turrets faced in? Forward? Yeah, forward and back. Okay, good to know. Question is, can I... how do I want to play this, actually? Let's see. Hard choices, actually. I think... You're focused right now. Let's see, remind me, okay, you've only got 2 attack on the Bandit Squadron pilot. The question is, if I were to boost, would I be able to avoid the Falcon? Because I can boost to definitely get in range, or I can take the risk that we're out of range. Not sure how I want to do this, actually. Well, it's not like I'll be able to attack twice in this first exchange anyway. I'm gonna boost. And I believe... Oh, nope, I am definitely in range of the Falcon now. I miscalculated.
Well, anyways, you'll have Fenrau to move.
5 forward. Now, definitely not in range yet. So, how do I want to play this? Unless I want to boost forward, but even then, that likely won't work. Let's see. I could boost and take a red focus on the off chance that we are in range. Let's see. So Gavin just acquired target lock, so we can re-roll an attack die.
If we have enough time to do squadrons, and before we set
I don't think we'll have enough for time.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, I'm definitely not within range for a target lock, so I can't do that.
Yeah, you'll need to tell me how to turn off the Discord notifications so they don't pop up.
Well, worst case scenario, we just I'm pretty sure there's a way to enable streamer mode manually, but for now, I think what I'm gonna do...
Well, it says on Discord that streamer mode is enabled.
That means that notifications should already be suppressed.
That's weird. We'll have to look at it after the game.
Let's see. Let me check real quick what I can do for...
Fenrau.
Let's see. So what are my blue options? Oh, actually, that's quite versatile. All right, then. We are going to do a boost. I believe that will put us into range, so I'm going to do a red focus. All right, that will apply stress as well, so let's apply that too. All right, now, I fire first. Let's see who I can shoot at.
Let's see if Fenrau is indeed in range. I imagine he is.
Yep, Fenrau fires first, so...
Oh, and...
Rebel in range. Let's see. All right, let's turn Gavin Darklighter into Harrison Dula. So, this is 3 away.
Yeah. But that... Yeah, so you only get 3 die.
I can live with that.
Wrong ones, wrong ones, wrong ones!
Oh, right. My bad. Here I am ruining your little setup. All right. Pew! I guess I didn't need that focus.
And let's see...
Of course.
I dodge.
Of
now
course.
The Anjasta fires.
See who he can shoot at. Alright, Bandit Squadron pilot is in bullseye, so we are going to use the autocannons. The auto blasters.
And what does that mean for me?
It's still 3. And you have 2 dodge if I'm not mistaken, and that focus token. So, let's see what we get. Oh! You dodge 1.
Right. Yeah,
the shield is blinked off.
Now it's my turn to attack. And let's...
Alright, real quick, let's see what Zam pulled. Okay.
And...
Okay, so that's the...
With just barely within 2.
Okay, I miscalculated then. I should have stayed further away.
So I get 3 hits.
3 hits versus my 3 dodge. This is where I immediately lose my cloaking device.
And I use the...
You have a focus token on him? Okay, yeah, go ahead then. This is where I immediately lose the cloaking device and regret every decision I've ever made in my life.
Yep.
Hang on a minute. I do still have Lone Wolf. Let's see. While you defend or perform an attack, if there are no other friendly ships arranged 0 to 2, I can spend an energy to re-roll a die. I'm gonna do that.
2 to 3, eh?
Yep, so I can re-roll this die. Do I get a dodge? Nope, doesn't matter. I lose a shield and the cloaking device. Well, the stealth device. What are you doing? Alright, so now Gavin Darklighter fires.
Okay.
Alright, so you have 3 attack. I have 4 dodge. Plus the focus. Let's see what you get. You also have the target lock if you wish to re-roll.
And I'm going to.
As usual, you are rolling about usual. Alright, that doesn't help. That does not avail you. Let's see if my focus helps. It does indeed. I use the focus token and dodge everything.
Now it's time for my...
I'm glad I took that risk. Alright, Bandit Squadron. So, 2 dodge, 2 hit versus 2 dodge.
Oh yeah, I blinked off.
You blinked off. Yep, you blinked off the stealth device earlier than I expected, but that's okay. Although, because you attacked Zam twice...
And I only get 1 hit.
Alright, so numbers 1, then you may acquire a lock. Also, I can acquire a target lock on the attack. Also, I can use this as an opportunity to acquire a target lock on you. So, I think I'm going to do that, actually.
Anyways.
So, after I defend, so that means after I roll the 2, let's see if I dodge. Indeed I do! I don't even need to use Lone Wolf to reroll, not that I could anyway. So, thanks to Zam's ability, I was able to recover both of my energy on her. So at the end of the engagement phase... So...
Okay, so...
Alright, I reveal this after I defend. Let's see, at the end of the engagement phase, Let's see. If this card is face down and you are in an enemy ship's firing arc, okay, so it is not face down, so I don't think I can use the bonus. All right, let me check the wording on this. So, reveal it after I defend. So after you defend, Zam recovers 1, then you may acquire a lock on the attacker. At the end of the engagement. So, oh yeah, I need to acquire that target lock.
Well,
let us
we both
apply
have
it to the Bandit Squadron pilot, because I want him dead. So, at the end of the engagement phase, if the card is face down, so I've technically revealed it, so you do not have to worry about a bonus attack this time. Lucky you.
Well.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, so.
Okay, so we both blinked off a shield.
Yep, and all other exchanges were relatively meaningless. Although, Fenrau is now stressed, so I have to be mindful of that. Although, this could work out to my benefit. We'll see what happens. Alright, muting in, going back to strategy. Okay, so I wasn't expecting the... Alright, so my hope was that I could avoid the Falcon's firing arc by boosting forward, but it seems like I would have been better off to try and stay at range 3 and not force the fight. Unfortunately, that's going to make things a little difficult for me, but not necessarily too bad yet. So, let me remind myself what the Z95 can do in terms of maneuvers. So, the Z95 is able to do, let's see, a 4 turnaround and a 3 turnaround. Unfortunately, given the circumstances, that likely means if I drop a bomb, let's see, it would use the 1 straight template, so it is highly unlikely that any bomb I place would actually work properly, would actually drop, because I'm pretty sure the bombs drop at the system phase, right? Yes, during the system phase, I may spend a point to drop a bomb. Okay, good to know. So, because of that, I cannot reasonably use a bomb at this stage, though, given that they won't have... Actually, now that I think of it, I wonder if it might make sense to try and... Where would everybody be going? Yeah, I feel like using a bomb at this point would be wasteful. And yet... What if it's not? There's the range 1 ruler, so the bomb would end up about here. Range 1 would extend to about where Emon is right now. If the Bandit Squadron pilot does a 4 turnaround, it will most likely be in range. It would be close, but I think it would be in range. The Falcon definitely wouldn't get hit, but is it worth attempting to use a proton bomb at this point? Actually, wait, I've got reload. It definitely is worth it, wouldn't it be? Okay, so I think that's how I play this then. I'll use a... So actually, first I need to assign this. So, we're going to use you better mean business. Actually, let me confirm the wording on this. Okay, after you defend, you may spend... Okay, perform a bonus attack against the attacker. So this will allow me to counterattack, which is what I want. The only problem is that I need to... Yeah, the only problem is that I'll need to be able to actually hit the person. So I think the best way that I can guarantee a hit would be to do another 4 forward. So the idea is, at this point, to just blaze right past. If he tries to curve the Z95 to shoot at Fenrau, then in theory... Actually, let's confirm Fenrau real quick first. So Fenrau, that's a simple one. He's just going to do a 2 arc in order to curve over here and deal with Gavin. If I need to move, if I need to either boost or barrel roll to get out of the way, then I can do that. But my only concern there... Actually, would it make more sense? Knowing Alaric, he's going to try and... Actually, a 4 turnaround wouldn't get him where he needs to go, would it? Oh, wait, actually. It might make more sense to have Fenrau... No, that's the risk. Do I want to try and risk predicting where Gavin is going to be? Let's see, so Gavin... He has a 4 turnaround. And it looks like at this point, a 4 turnaround wouldn't be enough to get him where he needs to go, if he wants to keep shooting at Fenrau. So, do I want to force a straight-up confrontation with Gavin? Or do I want to take on something else? Decisions. Or do I want to try and curve Fenrir around in the opposite direction, over here, and attempt to take pot shots at these guys? I will be able to acquire a target lock and fire proton torpedoes at the bandit squadron. The only problem is I then have Fenrir with an E-wing on his tail. An E-wing with a target lock that's just going to sit there in perpetuity. So, do I force the confrontation with the E-wing and try and plink off more damage by playing to the Fang Fighter's strength? Or do I attempt to kill the bandit squadron pilots sooner than usual? No, well, sooner than maybe expected, I should say. Actually, wait a minute, now that I think of it, the bandit squadron pilots can't move. Oh, that's where the bandit squadron pilot's going. He might actually attempt to swing the bandit squadron pilot around this way, attempt to completely avoid. He might attempt to have the bandit squadron pilot swing around and take on the Fang Fighter, actually. Because he can't actually do a 4 forward, can he? Because the bandit squadron pilot's going first. So unless he does a 3 forward, which he'd never do that, if he is given the option, he's going to take an option that will allow him to shoot at people. So he's going to go for the Fang Fighter, actually, most likely. He's going to go for the Fang Fighter. He's going to acquire a target lock on it. And his homing missiles require range 2 and 3. So what I need to do is I need to take Fenrir and curve around this direction so I can take out the bandit squadron pilot. In that case, what do I want to have Iman Azamin do? I'm thinking I want Chewbacca behind. I'm thinking I want the bandit squadron pilot in my 6. So I'm thinking, actually, not only because I have bombs, but also because I have an illicit upgrade called the feedback array. If I'm willing to take an ion token and a disarm token before I engage, every ship at range 0 suffers a damage. Guaranteed damage. The idea being, even if I hit, guaranteed damage. That way, I take luck out of the equation with respect to that alright bastard. So Iman is going to do a 3 arc. Actually, can I barrel roll in case that puts me into an asteroid? I cannot. Will that curve work properly? Let's see. Ooh, actually, that could send me into an asteroid if I'm not careful. Problem is that I don't necessarily have an easier way to... Actually, I can predict that he's going to be about here. Maybe a 4 forward would still work. Because I'd put the Falcon in my 6. I'd be able to swing around a little bit. Although the problem is that depending on where... No, Chewie will definitely be in your range. Okay, yeah. We're going to keep going 4 forward. We're going to keep going 4 forward. I think that'll still work. Hope I'm right, though. I really hope. Alright, sorry for taking a while.
It's okay.
So, would you care to show me where you have gone?
Oh, of course.
And its squadron pilot is going to move.
And is he in range to do a lock? To lock on Fenrir?
It actually, if we're determining... Actually, how do we want to determine that? So, if we're not allowed to use the rulers to determine target lock, what happens if you attempt to do a target lock and it fails? You are technically in range. Okay, have at.
Okay.
You can target lock. Thank you for ensuring that I did not regret my decision. Now, where's he going? A 3 turnaround. Okay.
Not exactly where I thought he'd be, but whatever.
And what's he gonna do? Focus, I assume? Oh wait, that's a turnaround, so it's a stress action. And then...
Yeah.
So what's Chewie doing?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you believe I am going to be?
Let's see if
Brother.
if he collides with this, I'll be.
Will he collide, though? Here's the next question. Where do you think Fenrau's going?
I'm guessing either here or here somewhere.
And you got a 1 and 2. What do you think I would do?
I think I'm
What is Chewie doing? I took a while for my setup phase, so I'll grant you however much time you want, but bear in mind that we technically do have all night, but I also have to work in the morning. Oh, Dad responded in chat. So you attempt the target lock, then measure range. If out of range, the attempt fails. Drawing lines at this point is illegal. Okay. Good to know. Alright, so you draw a line again, I get a free crit. Actually, no, free hit. Make your choice. What is Chewie doing? Surprised they let Chewie target lock. Is there a missile upgrade on the Falcon?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. You have chosen to take 2 focus tokens.
Yeah, I get the 2 of them because of the.
Alright, Imon Azamine moves next. He does not collide. I have predicted this perfectly. And Imon is going to do a focus action. Now, Fenrau, you were right. I was going to go one of those 2 directions. So, that is a blue maneuver, so the stress token goes away.
You can drop it onto the thing.
Yep. Alright, so I am going to do a boost in order to hopefully avoid the Falcon and get within range 1 of your Bandit Squadron pilot, so no missiles for you. And I'm also going to do... Actually, yeah, it looks like you are still in range of Gavin, so he is going to do a red focus.
So who are you attacking first?
Well, Fenrau fires first, so let us see what he can shoot at. Fenrau, why are you not letting me Alright, so Chewie technically is at range 3, but here's the thing. Fenrau gets 5 attack dice when he's shooting at range 1 with his primary attack. 3 guesses as to what I'm gonna shoot at. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm gonna use the focus to turn that... Actually, yep, I'm gonna use the focus and just straight up kill your thing. Actually, I should have declared the focus before you rolled, right?
Yeah.
Well, you rolled before I could declare it, so...
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the focus.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Alright. As per my plan, the Bandit Squadron pilot is no more.
Ugh, dang.
Yep, that was according to my plan. The Fang Fighter's goal, get in your face and murder the crap out of you. Now, Imon Azamine is the next to fire. Oh, that's his forward firing arm. Alright, range 2 for Imon Azamine, firing toward the back. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Fenrau is within range 2 of you. Of him, so he cannot use Lone Wolf to reroll any dice. That is correct.
Yeah.
But I can still hit you, so I'm happy. And it's at range 2, so how many dice do you get? Only 1. But you do have 2 focus tokens. So, although that doesn't really matter much for you, let's roll! 2 hits.
I'm gonna make one of them a dodge.
Alright,
you
I
pick a
plink off a
shield.
shield. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, Gavin is within range of Fenrau.
Well, actually, hang on.
You didn't move your turrets. Oh wait, you're seeing this. Oh, I didn't do this right. Yes!
Damn it, I should have.
You should have rotated the turret. You should have rotated the turret. Although, the thing is, actually.
And I can hit.
But it's obstructed, so I get 5 dodge. Alright, I'm assuming.
I'm gonna re-roll one because.
Yep, I guess you can.
Of that lock, and.
Alright, 3 hits. Let's see how many of those I dodge. Alright, I dodged 2 of them.
But one, yeah.
Alright, I take a single damage token.
Okay.
Okay, good job. You got a hit on the Fang Fighter. Well done.
And get rid of the bandit squad pilot token.
Yep, that will be Gillette. Alright, that was a very good exchange for me. That was a very good. I did get lucky, given your miscalculation. Because honestly, if you had rotated that turret, the obvious target would have been an Emon. But I'm gonna be honest. I had used Zamweez. I had used You'd Better Mean Business, so if you had attacked me, you would have been shot back at. So it was probably for the best that you didn't do that. Because, actually, how much damage do you do? So, yeah, you do 3 attack, so it would have been a relatively equal exchange. So, alright, so this has put me in a very good position. Now let's see if we can capitalize. Alright, I'll go ahead and mute myself.
Who knows? I may still win.
You may still win. It is a very real possibility. Question is, will you? Alright, so given the circumstances, that was precisely what needed to happen in order for me to win this. What needed to happen is that I needed to get, although this is an awkward position for me now that I look at this, because Fenrau is under stress. In order to get rid of that, I have very few options available to me that also do not put me in the line of fire of either Gavin or somebody else. So what I think I need to do is I need to disengage pretty much entirely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing Azamine around in this. Oh wait, I can only do a 2 arc? Would that be enough? Just eyeballing it, I think it would be enough. There is a risk of me crashing into that debris field, which could suck. However, there's also a distinct possibility that I can use it as a way to protect myself from Chewie. Actually, let me look up the exact ruling on debris field. Okay, attacking through obstacles. So, I don't know if there's any difference between attacking through a debris field. Actually, let's see if there is. So, ship X. Now, that's only pertaining to maneuvers, so it looks like the only rules I can find are attacking through obstacles. Oh. Yes, I know I have bomb stat. That's the easy one. I throw a proton bomb right behind me. At 3 away. That's an easy one. However, the question is, what else do I do? Because I don't want Fenrau within 2 of Emon. So, how do I do this? Because the problem is, he's likely going to position himself about here, and he's going to angle his turret in order to try and shoot at Emon. Or potentially shoot at Fenrau. The only problem is, I need to be able to get them the hell out of dodge. Gavin is not going to be... So, given the circumstances, Gavin may switch targets in order to go after Fenrau. Actually, wait a minute, I just realized. Could I do a 2 arc in order to get Fenrau? Oh, that would be a... No, I'm pretty sure that would collide. I am pretty sure that would collide with the asteroid, but it... Am I willing to take that risk? So, let me check the rules on maneuvers again. So, when a ship executes a maneuver, if its base or maneuver template overlaps an asteroid token, it executes its maneuver as normal but suffers an effect. Okay, so I will still end up there. So, the ship must skip its perform action step this round, which would suck. But after skipping the perform action step, it rolls 1 attack die. On a hit, the ship suffers a damage. On a crit, it suffers a crit. Actually, wait. That's an asteroid, right? Oh, it's a debris field. Let me check that, actually. On a crit... Okay, so I only have to worry about crit damage, which... Actually, for the Fang Fighter would really suck. Oh wait, that would also apply stress. Okay, let's not go that direction. In which case, I think it might actually be better to just get within range 1 of the Falcon and take a pot shot at him. Alright, looks like Dad's heading to bed. I think since I had you up... Brother, the 2 extra attack dice were calculating the special ability from Fend Rao. While you defend or perform an attack, if the attack range is 1, you may roll 1 additional die. That's on top of the range bonus, so those 2 accounted for that. Not outmaneuver.
Well, I meant for when my E-Wing attacked Fen Rao. Even though Fen Rao was... I had Fen Rao outmaneuvered.
Oh, right. Wait. When did...
Outmaneuver.
Oh, right. Well, you forgot about it, so I guess we'll... Oh, that's what you meant. Well, I guess you forgot about it, so keep that in mind for next time.
Yeah, I won't let you get away with it next time.
Very well.
As it would have meant you would have suffered 2 damage.
In theory, anyway.
Yeah, because...
Back to scheming.
Well, actually, because you... Hang on. Because you rolled some blank results. So it could have been either once, and so we could never know.
Alright, back to scheming.
So... I have to let you finish deciding.
Thank you. So... Well... Oh yeah, I forgot about outmaneuver. In that case... Because he's probably going to do a 2 forward. I won't have my defense die. But he won't get outmaneuver. In theory, depending on where Chewie goes, he won't be able to fire. Because that's the thing. Alaric is obsessed with getting rid of stress. Dad and I, on the other hand, we can live with it if necessary. So I'm thinking the best thing I can do would be to actually just suffer the effects of stress for 1 more turn and get right in his face. That way, I get 5 attack dice on him, and he only gets... Well, to be fair, he'll get 4 attack dice as well. But what I'll have on him is I'll have the ability to just... if I'm in the attacker's range, if I'm within range 1, I can at least nullify 1 result. Which means, and since I fire first... Yeah, I think that's the play. Fen Rao, if nothing else, Fen Rao fires first. So... The only issue that I can see playing out is depending on where...
Just
Iman
looking
goes.
at Fen Rao's card again, just to be sure. Or
Yep.
that I knew all about it.
Fair enough. So, I believe I have made up my mind. But this is, however, we are in the setup phase, which means I get to drop a bomb. I'm dropping a proton bomb. Right there. And I'm going to set it to a proton bomb. And we will determine what exactly that means as we go. Now, where are your ships going?
Okay. That removes stress.
Pretty much what I expected, assuming you're going to do a
And,
focus.
Yep.
Very well. Now, where's the
And
Falcon going? Ah, you might
Yeah.
actually avoid the bomb then. Good thinking.
Yeah. And probably be able to attack. Don't know if I will, but just in case.
Well, I'm not likely to be attacking you, but Okay. Now. Then, actually, so Emon moves first. He's gonna move here. Oh,
Oh, you could light.
he overlapped the debris
overlapped.
field, which means I do not get my action, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and I believe
Oh,
you
wait.
have to roll a die.
What's the
I
check
don't think
pilot
you had-
stress step?
I think you also have to.
Oh, okay. So basically,
think
I
that's a
assign a
roll.
stress. So basically, I take a stress token and don't get an action. That's actually really bad for me.
I don't think you also attack either. I believe.
Oh, I can still
Wrong
attack.
ship. You put that on the wrong ship.
Oh, whoops. Oh, yeah.
It's
Let's
okay.
use this. Actually,
Put it in.
no, for what I had in mind, that. Ah, God, I forgot about it again.
Okay, and Fenrau.
What? I'm gonna randomize this. Sorry, I forgot about my Zam power, so I'm gonna have to randomize what I selected because I forgot to use it. Fenrau is gonna do a 1 arc. He also only gets. He does not remove the stress from that, but he doesn't collide with the asteroid. Well, the debris field.
And I just want to check something real quick.
You are out of range. Now,
Oof.
you are out of range of the bomb, but the Falcon is just not going to be in this fight. So, Fenrau fires first. Let's see, did I calculate correctly? Are you within range 1 of me? Oh, look at that. You are in range 1 of me. I think you're going to take 5 attack dice to the face. You don't have to...
5?
Yeah. 3 attack, plus 1 range bonus,
Oh,
plus 1
dang.
Fenrau.
Oh, dang.
My goal with this build is to get in your face and mess with you. So I'm gonna get in your face and mess with you. Alright, 2, a hit and a crit. You dodge both. Son of a bitch.
I still have them for handy for.
Alright. Emon Azamine is going to take a shot.
And he only gets how much?
Let's check his ranges. You are at range 2, so I only get 3 attack dice. Oops. Roll. I miss all of them.
I don't even need to roll all the dice then.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So, who are you attacking then? That's the real question.
Fenrau
Really?
with my E-wing.
Are you sure that's wise? I get an automatic dodge, you know. When you're at
but I
range
get
1.
4 attack. And I'm re-rolling this one.
Alright.
On
Well, you're guaranteed
4
at least 1 hit. I think I'm gonna turn this one into a dodge.
Yeah, so you dodge 2 of them. So, oh.
Alright, Fenrau is on 1 HP. Well played.
I didn't even need my focus.
Alright, so now I've got 2 stressed out pilots, although you're not exactly in a good position to go after me either.
And this bomb goes boom, and
Yep.
nothing happens.
Alright, it goes kaboom. Let's delete. Alright, 2 stressed pilots plus a Gavin Darklighter that doesn't have many places where he can go, actually. Holy crap, you do not have that many options without colliding with one of us. Oh wait, was I supposed to roll... Hang on a second. Let me check debris real quick. Oh yeah, I was also supposed to roll a die to see if I take critical damage from collision.
Well, you can do that now.
What the fuck?
You actually did, didn't you?
What the fuck?
You took damage, didn't you?
Yeah, now here's the real question. What did I pull out with Zam? Okay, you'd better mean business. At the end of the engagement phase, since this card is face down and you are in an enemy ship's firing arc, you may reveal this card. If you do... Oh, that's the useless one! Ugh.
Oh, wow.
This is why I need to remember that this damn power exists.
Yeah, so... Wait a minute, does that... Oh, that took out another shield. That blinked another shield. Okay.
Yeah, it only blinked a shield. Lucky me. Alright, back to mute. Let's see how we resolve this. Okay, so this is an obnoxious situation for Fen Rao, but the good news is that he doesn't actually have that many ways of taking advantage of this. Any move that he makes that isn't a 1 is going to collide. It's just straight up going to collide. That much is a guarantee if I'm not mistaken. Let me check his maneuverability quick. Okay, so he can do... Alright, so he's got 1s, 2s, and 3s. Full maneuverability there. So he can circumvent. And he's also got... But the thing is, any maneuverability that isn't a 1 is going to result in him crashing. Hell, any maneuverability that is a 1... Hell, most maneuverabilities that are 1s might cause him to crash too. Which means I actually do have a significant advantage on him, in that I've got an opportunity to relieve stress without having to worry about taking damage. So I think what I do is I have Fen Rao do a 2 arc, and arc specifically so that I don't have to worry about hitting another asteroid. And then Boba is going to move 2 forward. Actually, no, let's do 3 forward, actually. Because in theory, if I use 3, there may be an opportunity to either boost it to where I can hit him, or just be able to hit him. Because he's going to have to move, because he doesn't have very many options. He's going to have to move. So this will allow me to relieve stress, and theoretically reposition using Fen Rao's barrel roll or boost. The only problem is that he's about to come within very close proximity of Chewbacca. Because knowing Alaric, he's going to either... Actually, can Chewie do a turnaround? He can do a turnaround, but the 4 turnaround has a risk of putting him off the play area. Actually, let me check to see. Let me check. Let's see. If I'm not mistaken, if he's even slightly... If any part of the ship's base is outside the play area, the ship has fled the battlefield. So he can't do a 4 turnaround without risking going off the edge. And if he does that, it's game over. The E-Wing will not be enough in order to do that, which means in order for Alaric to make a significant move to actually benefit himself, he's going to have Chewie loop around this way and attempt to come at us face head on. That's actually what I want in the case of Boba. Well, Boba. I'm used to thinking about Fire Spray in terms of the Fets, not Imon Azami. So, what can he do? So he's likely going to do a 3 right. To the right. Well, actually to the left. So because of that, that is what he's going to be doing. And I'll need to account for that, but I'm pretty sure I can have Fen Rao break off and position himself to take a pot shot at Gavin Darklighter. So I think that's how that'll work. So I'm pretty content with these moves. Have you realized what terrible position you're in yet?
I know the position I'm in.
Well,
but I can
make your
do with
moves.
it. Oh, you're done.
Yep, that's why. Yep, when you hear me, unless I'm clarifying a rule. Oh, wait, I need to specify my Zam Whistle upgrade. Let me see.
You don't mind if I move while you do so, do ya?
As long as I don't see it, should be fine. Let's see. Although... Yeah, this is the one that might have a use. Alright, let's see where you went. I had a feeling you'd try something like that. Get the hell out of Dodge. Yeah, my thought was you would try and get the hell out of Dodge, but given the circumstances, there weren't really any options. Honestly, I think the only way that you could have avoided a collision would have been a 2, would have been a 1 of some stripe. That way you could have at least gotten a focus token for when I end up... Oh, I forgot you could do that.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah, I know I'm not going to be able to attack anytime soon, so I did that.
fair enough.
Because I know I can easily remove the stress
Yeah, you can still do a 3
when I
or a 2 arc in order to swing back around. Although,
and I can also remove stress in the
indeed.
process.
So I'll go ahead and move my ships. Actually, no, Fenrau doesn't move first. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Well, Iman Azamine is going to do a 3 forward.
Oh,
Alright, that will remove stress. So that's good for me. And he is going to... He's going to require... Let's see. At this stage... What would be... He's actually going to acquire a target. Let's see, do I want to use focus or target? You know what? The target lock, I think, will have greater use in the long term. So he's going to require a target lock on Gavin.
Oh, dear. I was worried about that.
Alright, and then Fenrau is going to do a 2 arc.
That removes stress.
Yep, that was the idea. And then he is going to boost to further disengage.
Figured that'd be your plan.
Alright, so Iman is now able to fire. Let's see what range it is. It is range 1, I get 4 dice. Plus the target lock if I wish to burn it. Actually, let's see, Lone Wolf will not apply. So you don't need to worry about that at least, brother. So. Actually, hang on a minute. What kind of maneuver did you try and do with Gavin?
Yeah, but I didn't complete it, so I don't get stressed.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, accordingly, because we've also agreed that if we don't finish a blue maneuver, it doesn't remove stress.
Let me check. Let me check that actually. Collision detect. Okay, so that's not it. Okay, ship overlaps another overlaps.
That's when they bump.
Yeah, okay. When a ship is touching another, let's see. Well, we did say that blue maneuvers don't remove stress, so I suppose, well,
yeah.
I don't recall us doing that, well, abiding by that rule, but...
Oh yeah, you'd set the 4 aside for the roll.
Yeah, so, you know what? If we're being consistent, that does sound like... Yeah, I do remember us doing that, so for the sake of consistency, I'll let it go. Hello, Precious! You better be a dodgy boy. You are not a dodgy boy today. You take 2 hits.
Okay.
Alright, luck is evened out up a little bit for me.
Maybe for now.
Still.
It's still anyone's game.
It is still anyone's game. Let's see, the E-Wing has been hit a little bit. The Bandit Squadron pilot is out of the running. Chewie hasn't taken any damage yet.
Well, you blinked the shield.
Well, okay, you get my point though. It's not a significant amount of damage. You've still got what? 13 HP?
And you've got 1 plus...
I've got 8.
Okay.
I don't have any hull or shield upgrades this time.
Okay.
I am not getting very many opportunities to use Zam's ability. Guess I should have seen that coming, though. So, how do I want to play this? Well, I guess we can go back into mute and discuss that ourselves. Oh man, I'm using my voice a lot more than I expected. I'm talking almost constantly. Feels like I've been recording for a video. Shame I wasn't today. I've got a lot of work to do still in the next one. So, Gavin, let me think. What's going to happen? What's most likely to happen? Alright, let's take a look at maneuverability dials again. So, the brother is absolutely going to do a blue maneuver. So his best option is a 2 arc for Chewie, and it looks like he just confirmed that. That'll allow him to get the stress out. Relatively stress-free. Yes, I did go there. Shut up. If he were smart, he'd do a 3 arc and worry about getting the stress back later because those focus tokens don't stack on that ship. The question is, what is Gavin doing? So, his options are to do... Well, it looks like if Gavin really wants to properly cause me trouble, his best options are to do some kind of turnaround. So I'm thinking the best thing I can do is to send Fen Rao. Yeah. Oh, and I don't think it'll matter, but we'll go ahead and set... This is more situational than I realized. Either that or I'm misreading it. Let me think. I think we'll use this one again. So, real quick. So, Fen Rao. Relatively simple. I just need to get the hell out of Dodge where he's concerned. So, he's going to do a 3 arc. Actually, would it be better to do a 3... Well, actually, here's the real question. Would it be better to do a 3 arc or a 3 right? Because I do need to turn him around lest he go off the edge. And I've got a similar problem with Boba, where I basically need to use a turnaround, or well, I don't necessarily, actually I don't technically need to do a turnaround. In fact, the problem is that the turnarounds are going to cause a collision with Fen Rao because of the turn order, so that doesn't give me a lot of options, actually. Options. So, yeah, any right angle will lead to a collision. Let's see, so a 3 right, I'm pretty sure, will not send me off the board. So it would put me in a corner where I effectively couldn't use Emon effectively. Wonder why he rolled those dice. Probably just wanted them out of the way, or to rearrange them. I guess he's bored while waiting for me to make up my mind, because Fen Rao's the easy one. I just need to send him 3 arc. Because honestly, 3 arc at this point would give me... Although, actually, no, 3 right would give me more viability, because then I could either zoom past here, or curve this way. Although, actually, he might be anticipating that. No. Let's avoid a direct confrontation with Gavin for the moment, because I don't want Fen to be shot at by Gavin. Knowing my luck, I might be able to get another hit on him, but I think that would be the end of me. So, for the sake of my own life, it's just gonna have to be what it is. So, only problem now is, will the 3 arc send me off the board? Most likely not. It is a risk, but I think it's what I think I've just got to do a 3 turnaround for Boba. Actually, in that case, I want to avoid direct confrontations, right? So we'll just do a 2 arc for Fen Rao. Really ensure that he basically doesn't go anywhere. Keep them separate. And ensure that Emon can take advantage of Lone Wolf. And be sure that he has to commit to either chasing down Fen Rao or chasing down someone else. Although, how would I take advantage of that afterwards?
Just discovered that we could potentially change the look of the asteroid and debris fields if we want to do that for future matches.
I'll keep that in mind. So, I think I figured out where I'm going, although I'm not happy with the decisions I had to make for it, but we shall see whether it worked out. So, where are you going? That's pretty much what I expected. Yeah, good thing I didn't bother with a bomb. Would not have been in range.
Yeah, I'm kind of lucky at
The
that.
last thing I need is to start wasting my bombs at this stage. You have been doing good at avoiding them, although they have been a good zoning tool to keep keep Chewie off my back. So, let us see if I've made a horrible mistake. I did not. Phew, I was worried that that might send me off. Because that was basically the only place I could do a turnaround that wouldn't that wouldn't cause a collision. That way, I keep him separate from Fen Rao. Although, you have put yourself in a good position to go chasing after Fen Rao, given the circumstances.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have much choice apart from just keep pressing on. And now that the stress token is on Emon, let's see. I think in that case, we're gonna do a boost this direction.
Yeah, nowhere near each other's range.
Yeah, at this point, I fully expect Fen Rao to die. The question is, can I at least take one of you with me? Although, I suppose I could lead you on a merry chase at this point if I really wanted to. But it looks like none of us are within range of each other, so I guess that's just the end of that.
Yeah.
Is there even any point of showing what I did for Zam?
Not really.
Although it will potentially matter in this one, depending on where each of us have gone. So, we'll see what happens.
Indeed we shall.
Okay. For this bout, his obvious choice is to gang up on Fen Rao and take him out of the fight. That is the obvious choice for him to make. That being said, he has very few That being said, he is obsessed with removing stress, which means his focus is either going to be on sending Gavin after Emon, which wouldn't necessarily be the worst idea, honestly, given that I'm under stress and would have to work hard to get rid of that. And honestly, what he'll probably do is send Chewie after Fen Rao instead. So what I think I should do, given that Chewie can't move as quickly, is I'm just going to have Fen Rao do a 2 arc again and lead him on a merry chase. Actually, 2 arc, actually, that could lead to a collision if I'm careful. Actually, look, that boost actually might have screwed me. I may have to fight, unless I do a 2 arc, and then boost out of the... Oh, man. I might have screwed myself. I might have seriously screwed myself. Stupid gnats. Yeah, I think I messed up. That asteroid is becoming a serious problem. Because he has to know that he can potentially get a shot with Chewie at Fen Rao, so he's absolutely going to take that if he can. Problem is, I can't risk colliding into another asteroid, but the problem is, I don't think I have a way of avoiding it while simultaneously avoiding the edge. I could do a 1 right in this direction, and then boost in order to get back to a more neutral position. But the problem is that, actually, the Falcon doesn't have a good way of getting through these asteroids, actually. Because his obvious path is to continue pressing forward. And it looks like that's what he's considering, because he hasn't locked in his crap yet. So actually, I'm thinking that might actually be the right call. So I do a 1 right, and then I do a 1, then I do a 1 right here, barrel roll, 1 right again, boost, and I'm actually in a position where I can outflank and theoretically use outmaneuver. So, okay, I like this plan. I like this plan. We're going with it. Now, Emon. He is under stress. Knowing me, well, knowing Alaric, if he wants to he doesn't know where I'm going with Fen Rao. Knowing him, he wants to get rid of stress as soon as possible. The question is, can I afford to fight him at this stage with Emon and still make it work? So, honestly, my best shot would probably be to use this, just in case he positions Emon. Well, just in case he positions Gavin to a point where he can fire. Because his obvious choice, if he wants to close in on someone with Gavin, is to use a stress move, is to use a forward move, which would mean putting himself to where he can fire at Emon. He does not have target lock on him, which would be helpful for me, but he will get an action. So I'm thinking what I do is I do a 1 arc in order to ensure that A, there's a possibility that he just isn't in range, and B, keep me at a relatively safe distance, and C, potentially get to shoot at him twice if he is crazy enough to actually do that. Better yet, if I can take a focus token in with me, that'd be great. So that way, I have more opportunities to cause him hell. The die is cast, well, as it were. Where are you going? You surprised me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would have expected you to immediately try and get rid of stress. Ah, you want the Fang.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately for you, you can't have him. Oh, crap, I didn't mean to boost that way. You mind if I undo that?
Trying to put the focuses on, but it's not letting me.
Don't worry, brother, you're not going to be in range of me. Look at where I position Fen. And you can't have him! He's mine! Oh wait, Fenrao isn't supposed to move first anyway. Not that it really matters, because look at where Azamine is. Oh, wait a minute. I could boost to get in range 3 of you. I'm going to boost to get within range 3 of you.
It'll mean I'll get 4 defense die, though.
I don't care.
Anyways, let's see if I...
Well, I think it'll get me within range 3 of you.
Just checking and... Okay, you're right.
That arc didn't help do many favors. Ah, these ships aren't very maneuverable. So, as I expected, you are not in range of me. However, if I'm not mistaken, let me see if I get the shot.
Yeah, I was having that trouble as well with...
Got it. Unfortunately for me, I chose the wrong Zam power. I expected you to come straight at me. Although, I only get bonus attacks when I'm within a firing arc, because I expected you to gun for me. But I think I saw on the chat window, yep, range 2. I can shoot at you. Actually, wait, wait a minute, I have target lock on you. I'm gonna fire a concussion missile.
Okay.
Actually, is this the time to... Actually, wait, how many shields do you have? Is that a risk I'm willing to take at this point, actually? Because it does about the same damage. The only difference is, if I land 2 hits, the second one is guaranteed to be a crit. Because the way the card is worded, after this attack hits, each ship at range 0 to 1 of the defender exposes 1 of its damage cards. Actually, you know what? I have reload. I can do this. I have reload. Let's do it. Whee! 2 hits. No dodges. You take a hit. Well, the shield is plinked off. And after, let's see. So after this attack hits, each ship at range 0 to 1 of the defender exposes 1 of its damage cards. That includes Gavin.
Structural damage.
Oh!
Oh, it's 1 fewer defense die.
Oh, I should have gunned for you. Oh, I could have just taken Gavin out right here. Oh, that is bad for you. That is really bad for you.
I could still win this.
Oh, you can still win this, although you are about to go into a debris field, so bear that in mind. That was really fortunate for me. Wow. Your luck is not with you today.
doesn't mean I'm out of the picture.
The Force fights with me. I've been playing too much KOTOR. That game holds up a lot better than I expected. I've got to be honest. It's been great. Great fun. Unfortunately, I don't get any bonus attacks against you, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure you're okay with me not getting any bonus attacks. Unfortunately, I might have positioned Demon to where he's basically gonna hit an asteroid, so here comes the fun part. Although... Alright, I'll shut up. Okay, so, same plan as before. Chewie is gonna have trouble maneuvering in a way that will allow him to actually go after Fenrir. Luckily, now I have enough maneuverability to where I can theoretically get out of Chewie's range. Actually, if I really want to piss him off, what I do is I go too forward. Actually, no, too forward is dumb. What maneuvers does he have at this stage? Chewie. So we can do a 2 arc. And let's see. Specifics. Okay, cool. So he can do a 2 arc, and that would theoretically allow him to avoid all this crap. There is a risk of him... No. If he does a 2 arc or a 3 arc, there is a risk of him gaining stress from it. Especially since he also has to position the E-wing to where he has to try and avoid this debris field. So the E-wing basically has to do a 1 of some kind. Or maybe, maybe a 2, right, would work, but then he'd be facing this debris field as well. Or potentially crash into Chewie. They are both initiative of 4, so I think he technically is right of way on which one. Actually, I don't know what the move order would be in that case, but in theory, this would mean that, well, I think Emon is an easy choice. He's just going to go 1 arc. The idea being that I'm going to try and avoid hitting that asteroid. So we're just going to go and just try and avoid Tart. I don't think it'll be enough. Yeah, I don't think. In that case, do I want to just accept that fact and take the stress? Position myself to where I can likely take a good shot at him? Because that's a debris field, which means, what's the... Let me check the exact wording again on... Okay, yeah, I get a stress token, and on a crit result, I take a crit damage, which would plink off a shield, but wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing unless I got really damn unlucky again. So, I think I can avoid it using... Well, I can definitely avoid it using the 1 turnaround. The problem is I then don't get to shoot. Unless I get very lucky on a boot. Well, the 1 right. Unless I then get very damn lucky on where he is positioned. Oh, I can't necessarily guarantee that, though. Because in theory, I could use boost afterward in order to try and get behind him effectively. Problem is that depending on where the Falcon goes, he might take a shot at Emon, so I want to be in a position where I can fire back. And given the circumstances, that means that I better use, in that case, I better use Zam's attack. So I think the obvious choice here is to use 2 arc. I don't think I can avoid the debris. No, I think I can. I think I can avoid. If I can avoid the debris, then I can boost in to get closer. Or I can use that as an opportunity to get a target lock on Gavin again, because he's not going to be in a good position to deal with me, no matter where he ends up. So, I think that's how we play it. The problem is that Chewie is going to be an albatross around our neck. Honestly, at this point, I think it's fair to say that Fenrir's... Honestly, thinking on this, Fenrir's probably dead. Fenrir is most likely dead. So, I'm thinking what I do is I commit to a 3 arc. That'll keep him relatively outside of his range, and force him to decide... Actually, depending on where he angles his turret, that could work either way. So I think we'll just commit to the 3 arc. No, the 3 right. Because Gavin's definitely not going to get shot. And he might just go down to Emon depending on where we go. Chewie. Wait, hang on. What are the de-stressors for Gavin? 1 arc. That would be enough to get him out of... That would be enough to get him the hell out of dodge, and theoretically, in a position to where he can boost after Fenrau, or at least get out of Emon's firing arc. Yeah, one that direction would work, or one that direction, but that's has a chance of running into Chewie. So, assume he's going to be here. Maybe boost. In that case, you boost too. Alright, that'll work. I think this will work. At least that'll work. Hang on, just make sure. Yep, that is the right direction I want to go. So what are you up to?
Well, if you're ready...
I am ready.
Yes! Evaded that. And I'm going to use my action to repair this card. And now for... Yes!
You do overlap.
Wait. No, I don't. Oh,
On Chewie, yes. You were worried about a collision, weren't you? You knew you were likely going to collide anyway.
Yeah. I probably should have done the 2.
I don't think you would have been able to avoid it, honestly.
But I can still shoot if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, let me check what happens. So,
I just can't
the
do
ship
any
must skip
action.
its perform action. After skipping the perform action step, it rolls 1 attack die. On a hit, the ship suffers a damage. On a crit, it suffers 1 crit. If the ship is overlapping the asteroid, it can't perform any attacks.
Oh, shoot.
Oh. Well, luckily, you avoided the damage, but oh, man.
I should have done the 2.
Oh, this is evil. Okay, that alters how I approach this. But, Emon first. Did I avoid the debris field? I did indeed avoid the debris field. Holy crap, I didn't expect that to work. So, now I think what we do... How do I want to play this? So...
Wait a minute. That meant that one time when the Andrasa shot... Actually, you missed all those times the Andrasa.
Yeah, I missed everything in the entire battlefield. So, let's see. Gavin currently... Wait. When did you repair this?
Astromech. That was my action.
Ah.
Yeah. Though
You
I
can
repair it, though I can use the charge to remove this entirely.
Yep, hang on. Spend 1 energy to repair 1 face-down damage card and action. Actually, you do have to spend... Okay, as an action. Oh, okay. So you can eventually get rid of that then. Right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. So you still do have 3 attack dice. In that case... Allow me the opportunity to get right up in your filthy face with a boost. You are not escaping me.
Oh, wait. Did you burned the lock, didn't you?
I burned the lock, but who cares? I'm in your face now. And that is a really damn bad position. I regret my life. Holy crap, that is a terrible position. Why did I nearly did that to myself last time. Why do I not learn? I should have just taken a target lock and fired a missile. You're on 2 HP. Although you are on 2 HP. So, given where Gavin is, Fenrau is going to do a 3 right. However, at the moment, he's actually not in... I don't think he's actually in range of Gavin right now. It's possible, though. Oh, that's Chewie, not Gavin. He is not. I'm betting he is in range... I'm betting he can't shoot at Chewie right now, though. So, I think what he's just gonna do... Oh, wait a minute! He's gonna acquire a target lock on Chewbacca! You know what that means, right, brother? Alright.
Yes.
Proton torpedoes. You should be thankful you've still got all that shield, otherwise one of these would be a crit.
Go for it.
Don't worry. I'll probably miss every single shot. What the hell? Oh my god. 2 hits.
Got the 2.
Alright, so Plinked off 2 shield. I'm quite happy about that. Emon Azamine is going to fire at Gavin Darklighter with the autocannons. Well, with the auto blasters. So, for attack. That over here. Fire away.
I dodged it.
Well, you can neutralize the hit, but not the crit.
Oh, shoot.
Hang on a minute. Yep. Hang on. Actually, let me check. You are in my bullseye, right? Just let me confirm that rule. You are in bullseye. Okay. So, here's how the auto blasters work. If the defender is in your bullseye, roll 1 additional die. Oh, never mind. Oh, wait, that's just to make it go from a 2 to a 3. That's fine. During the neutralize results step, if you are not in the defender's firing arc, dodge results do not cancel crit results. So, that's a crit. After you execute a maneuver, if you move through or overlapped an obstacle, you're dead. I was really hoping I'd be able to kill you with that, but that's okay. Still, that was a good round for me, even if I'm about to collide with a debris field. Holy crap, this is bad. Luckily, Gavin doesn't have a whole lot of options if he likes living. Oh. Oh man, I better take this to mute. Oh man, I just had a horrible thought. Knowing Alaric, he's going to want to get away from that asteroid. So I think what we do... Oh yeah, I need to get rid of this target lock. So... Let's see, can I still shoot when a debris field is active? Yes, I can. Okay, good. So I'm thinking Chewie needs to stop overlapping that asteroid in order to keep his life intact. So he's going to do a 2 forward. A 1 or a 2 forward. I think what I do is I actually compel a collision. I think that's how I need to play this. Oh, there was a target lock that needed to be gotten rid of. Well, I wasn't denied their firing arc anyway, so I guess that doesn't apply. Moves. Move. Okay. What have we got? So, Ben Rao. He's not... Let's see, the Falcon's not under stress. If I go... Actually, what is the best call right now? If it boiled down to... Yeah, he's really just going to aim to take out Fen Rao here. The question is, what's most likely going to happen? Can I position myself to where Emon can take a shot at Gavin in order to take him out before he can shoot at Fen Rao? Most likely. Now, Chewie, on the other hand, is another... I think if I do a 1... Actually, if I do a 2 arc, what that will allow me to do is either collide with... Oh, actually, that could work better. Collide with Chewie, have Fen Rao kill Gavin, because I can still shoot at other ships at range. So the 2 right will at least guarantee... Actually, 2 arc would work better for that, given where he'd have to go. Because actually, that would put me about here, right? That would likely compel a collision. Well, actually, no, a 1 right. I want to compel the collision. I can practically get... If Gavin splits off this way, he's not going to be able to fire. He splits off this way, then Fen Rao shoots to kill. That's how we'll play this. So that's him set. Now, Emon's going to go through that debris field. There's just no getting around that. So he's just going to do a 1 forward. Actually, would it be better to do... Depending on where Gavin goes. The problem is I don't want Emon colliding with Gavin. So most likely Gavin's going to do a 2 forward in order to try and take out Fen Rao. So I think what I do is I... Yeah, I think I just do a 1 forward. I'm going to hit that debris field. That's non-negotiable at this point. Let's at least own it, even if we're going to be under stress for that. I don't like what I may necessarily have to do, but I'm very curious to see how you'll play this. Where's the Falcon going? Okay, you did split off. Wondered if you would.
And I'm gonna use the astromech to remove this damage.
Okay.
And now the Falcon.
He's gonna do a what? Huh. Didn't quite move where I expected you to, I'll be honest.
And I'm gonna...
Focus up, I presume?
actually... You're probably gonna try going somewhere this way. Oh, look.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just did that to reveal the rest
Go
of
for
the
it.
backstory.
So where do you think I'm going?
I think you're gonna be somewhere around here with Fen Rao. Maybe.
What are my options?
Yeah, so I'm gonna change the direction of the...
You're repositioning the turret? Very well.
Yeah. Your move. As
Well,
I mean,
I knew that I would overlap the obstacle, so I'm just gonna own it. So, I take a stress and have to risk getting well,
do you take any damage from that?
let's find out. I roll once. This is a debris field, so I do not take damage from that. Lucky me. Now, Fen Rao. You guessed wrong. And Fen Rao is going to use a focus token.
I'm just curious. Oh, I can hit the Andrasta.
Oh, you actually can. Huh. Neat.
Barely.
I do get to shoot at you first, though, to be honest, you will survive the volley. So, Fen Rao is also going to use a focus action. Oh boy, now comes the fun part. So, 5 attack dice versus you. You do have 2 focus tokens, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, no, I...
Oh right, you repositioned the... oh, you chose poorly.
I should have...
Let's see how if you pay for that decision. I use my focus token to flip this to a hit. You take 3 damage.
All my shields are gone.
Your shields are gone. You can just hit the F button to flip it, actually.
I know, I know.
Iman Azamine, now he gets to fire, so he's going to use his auto blasters. And he is going to roll. 2 hits. You dodge 1.
I at least dodge 1. Now I get to attack the Andrasta.
Yep, so after I defend, I reveal that. So I'll do that later. So I get 2 dodge,
And... oh, dang it.
a hit and an eyeball. Let's see if I dodge. I do not.
I at least hit.
You take a
Linked
shield
another
off.
shield.
Also, since that Zam... also, based on Zam's ability, after I defend, I recover an energy, and I acquire a target lock on the Falcon.
I can still win this. I can still win this.
Keep telling yourself that. And now I need to figure out what the hell I'm doing for this next bout. Okay, it looks like I chose... I didn't expect him to be able... Honestly, I should have gone the other move, given the circumstances. So, okay, let's think about this first. So, he's going to... let's see, he's going to position... let me bring up the maneuverability dial. Alright, Z90... not Z95, what am I doing? So, he's probably going to do a 3 turnaround to position the Falcon about here. So I should move in response to that. That would mean doing a 1 arc in this direction. The only problem is that that gives me very few options to move Fen Rao that would not result in him hitting the asteroid. However, and the problem is that hitting the asteroid could literally be the death of him. And if it is, then I'm not necessarily screwed, but it would hurt a lot. So, problem is I don't think I can realistically avoid it. Unless I did a 1... well, actually, if I did a 1 arc, Problem is, I would likely hit Emon. Yeah, that's the problem. I would likely hit Emon unless I did a 4 forward, and that would mean... Ugh. Well, let's see. The one arc with Emon would put him about here. Fenrirau would end up with a 3 right. Fenrirau would be about here. That would likely result in a collision. Well, actually, 3 arc would be around here, so... Man, I don't like that. Or not like that at all. So, I'm most likely going to be shot at. So I'm going to use this one. In which case, so... Actually, I wonder if I can do a 1 arc. It would... No. That would likely fight as well. That would be a bad idea. I can at least... Man, that's really tough. That's really tough. Okay, here's what we do. We do a 2 forward with it. We do a 2 forward with Hazamine. And then use the boost to position him around to this. Actually, wait. Would that maneuver fail? Well, if I do a 1 forward and then boost, I don't think it will. But that would put us in a similar position, wouldn't it? Actually, not necessarily. I could then potentially use a 3 arc. Okay, I think that's the play. I think that's how I would do this. I think I've avoided the collision. Let's see what you've got. I'm assuming you're doing a 4 turnaround on Gavin? I assumed correctly.
Yeah, realized you probably won't be able to.
Now, where's... Yep, as expected, Chewy's doing a 3 turnaround.
Why didn't it move?
Huh?
There we go.
Also, where did that... Alright. I'll delete this marker. Now comes the hard part for me. Did I actually predict where I need to go? Move 1 forward. Alright, that will relieve the stress, so I can do a boost. In order to... Oh my god! Oh my god, I might actually be fine! Oh my god, I'm actually... Oh shit, I'm not fine.
Yeah, you collided with the thing.
No, I didn't. It would have said I collided. It would have said if I collided. Well, here, I'll spawn this. I didn't collide. But I'm about to collide with that, so I'm gonna have to barrel roll. There.
Oh, it said yellow, so you hit that, I think.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it moved a bit. It was yellow. Oh, instead of green.
Wait, let me undo. Let me rewind time. Rewind time might have been a bad way to do this, actually. Oh, jeez. Ah, crap, not far enough. Can I at least hit the undo button? Nope, it's gone. Crap. That was not smart. Are you sure?
Yeah.
It didn't look like it overlapped.
Positive.
Alright, I'm gonna rewind time back
before
further.
And it sunk. And it sunk into the...
I'm gonna rewind time further, see if...
Sunk a little bit.
I'm gonna keep rewinding time until we hopefully get to that point. Damn it! Alright, I'm gonna back it up a full 2 minutes. We may need to redo our maneuvers. Because I want to be sure about this. Okay, yeah, we'll have to redo our maneuvers. Sorry, brother.
It's okay.
But I think this will be worth it for science. So let's go ahead and redo our maneuvers. So go ahead and do yours. So that's Fenrirau. That's Emon.
You're all set?
I'm all set. Go for it. So go ahead and do yours, then we'll do mine. Okay, good. Now Emon does his. Stress goes away. And then that Fenrau does his 3 arc.
Now,
So then the barrel roll. I don't know, looking at that, it'd be hard to, it's hard to say. Okay, I'm gonna
maybe it
keep...
could have. Yeah.
Here's what we'll do. I'll bring this up close so I can keep a close eye on this. That's weird. Okay. Nope, it looks like I can legally do it.
Well, but there was one. The two
Yeah, but I took the green one here.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can legally do it.
Okay.
I can legally do it. I'm probably still dead because I'm pretty sure I'm within range of you. But this is range 4. Fenrau's obstruct. Wait. Oh, right, because you took a stress token. Oh, yeah, Fenrau's so dead. He is so incredibly dead.
Mm-hmm.
But Fenrau fires first, so let's see what he can. So if you're in range of him.
Die. Yeah, I get 4 defense die.
Yep. Let's see if I can kill you anyway. Roll away. Oh my god! You live, but I get a hit, but I get a crit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Gain 2 stress tokens. Then repair this card. Okay, so Gavin's just gonna be under stress for the foreseeable future. That's good to know.
And now... Oh.
Alright, so now Emon fires. Let's check to see what his range is. Pretty sure I can hit you. Yep, but it is at range 2, so I only get 3 dice. Go! 1 hit.
I dodge it.
You dodge it. Wow, that was
now
lucky.
The Falcon shoots at Fenrau.
Okay, that is at range 3, so I get 4. Oh, wait a minute. I have Lone Wolf on Emon. Actually, no, it's not in range, is
Too
it?
late.
Yeah, it's too late. Roll!
I
Fenrau is dead.
Yes.
Alright. And now the bout continues. There are not very many places you can take the Falcon now, are there? Although at this point, I think both of our moves are relatively simple from here on out, so I don't know if we necessarily need to mute anymore.
Oh, yeah. True, because I'm gonna need... Yeah, it's mainly the Falcon I need to figure out.
Yeah, because that's going to be hard for both of us to try and avoid colliding. Very hard for both of us. Because I have a clear path, but I don't know about you.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I don't know if my clear path would even theoretically work, so we'll see what happens.
Actually, I do have something in mind. So, are you ready?
I'm ready. So, let's see if your idea works. You only moving 1 forward or something? Because I'm pretty sure even that'll collide.
That'll remove 1 stress
You
token.
bank left? Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to put down a mine. I need to put down a bomb.
Too late.
That.
Oh, dang it.
Yep, that did indeed collide. You should have done a 4.
Yeah. I was thinking about it, but then I wouldn't be able to turn my...
Honestly, I don't expect that I'll be able to move past you either. Nope! I can't move past you either, so we're just staring at each other.
Wow.
You know what? Before we engage...
We can't.
Hang on.
0.
Before we engage, I may gain 1 ion token and 1 disarm token. If I do, each ship at range 0 suffers 1 damage. I'm gonna take the ion token and disarm token.
Ooh, that means you could potentially go out after that.
Brother, I'm a
End
medium
turn.
ship. Ionization doesn't happen until I have 2 ion tokens.
I thought it happened. Oh, right.
Medium ship? Alright, no, where's... Actually, you know what,
So
I'm just
I
gonna read
have
from here to get it.
7 more hits on the Falcon.
Where's ionized? Where's ion on
Right here.
here? Ah, here we are. So that's what it looks like? I'll just use it manually.
But that means you lose your shield. The last of your shields, if I'm
No,
not
it
mistaken.
doesn't.
Yeah,
It doesn't count as damage, though.
Oh, oh, is it for other ships, not including the user?
Not including the user, so far as I understand.
Okay. Well, anyways.
So, you take a damage. Don't worry,
Yeah,
you're
but-
still on 7 HP. You'll probably win this given the circumstances. I was banking on Fenrir being able to kill the E-Wing, and now that that hasn't happened, I might be in trouble. Oh, wait a minute. Damn it, I used the wrong card again.
Okay, so now we move again. Oh,
Well, now we figure out where the hell we're moving, because
Well, I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing. And yeah, that's relatively simple. Actually, given that. Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing that. Alright, before you do anything, I am dropping a bomb. The question is, do I want to drop my concussion mine? Well, do I want to drop a concussion bomb? At which point, I'm basically committed to dropping them on everybody's heads. Or do I want to drop a proton? You know what? We'll drop the last proton bomb. So we'll drop it at, let's see, drop it there. Dodge this. So, what are you gonna do? Yeah, figures.
Get rid of another stress.
Yeah, Gavin's under a lot of stress lately. You should see someone about... You tried to do a 1? Are you mad? Oh shit, that proton bomb might hit me.
And let's see if what happens.
Oh
And your
shit.
move?
That proton bomb actually hits me.
And the last of your shields are gone.
Actually, no, it's a proton bomb. I take a crit.
Oh, through the shield?
Through the shield.
And what?
After you suffer a crit damage, suffer another damage or repair this card. Well, shit.
Oh, wow.
Ah, crap, that's not going away. I'm gonna hit undo.
I had just clicked on the thing for you.
Yeah, but it's not going away on my screen.
Oh, it just went on mine.
Oh, it's not on mine, so. Well, okay. Actually, can I shoot at Gavin?
The answer is probably no.
Probably, but I want to see anyway. I can shoot at Gavin!
I get 4 defense die at least.
I don't care. I'm shooting at you. Dodge that, sucker! You do not dodge it. You are dead.
Damn it!
Okay, it's just you and me, Megatron.
I should have done on the one soft arc.
Honestly, that might have... Well, that would have kept Gavin alive. But you would have still... Well, actually, I'm pretty sure you would have still collided, though.
No, I would have still.
Eh,
Oh, God, no.
arguable. But either way, now we have our moves to make. Now that I know you're going to be attempting that bullshit...
And the range arc of that thing is not going away.
I know. We'll just have to ignore it. Oh, I can delete it, actually. Phew. Good. Now that it was isolated from everything else, it actually worked. How nice of it. So, where are you going now? Oh, by the way, I'm dropping a concussion bomb.
Where?
Right over here. I get the feeling I'm not going to get an opportunity to throw any more bombs around, so I may as well just set it. I may as well just compel myself to throw the bombs around. So, where are you going? Are you serious? You might actually get hit by this bomb, though. And I can actually shoot at you now. So, with that in mind, I am going to...
Actually, I can shoot at you as well.
Oh, I don't care that you can... Oh, I know you can shoot at me.
I should have done.
How do I want to play this? Do I want to angle... Nah, angle deflectors I don't think makes too much sense here. I'm going to use a focus. Let's focus up. Alright. Emon fires first. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not within your... I'm not within bullseye.
Yeah.
So, yep, neither of us are within bullseye of each other, so... Or attack dice. Not that it would have mattered for the backward-facing arc, but still. See what kind of damage you take. I have stolen your luck! I have stolen your luck! How does it feel? So you are on 3 HP now. Actually, the concussion
And the
bomb.
probably did.
Let me remind myself of the exact wording of it. Oh, right, concussion bomb. At the end of the activation phase, this device detonates. When this device detonates, each ship and remote at range 0 to 1 is dealt 1 face-down damage card. Then each ship at range 0 to 1 must expose 1 damage card unless it chooses to gain a strain token. So you take damage, and then you have to flip one over unless you want to take a strain token.
Am I even in range of that bomb?
Let's find out. Oh. You are in range.
Damn it. Remind me, what does strain do again?
I'm trying to look it up. 2nd edition. A ship is strained when it has at least 1 strain token. When a strained ship defends, it rolls 1 fewer defense die. The strain token is a red token. After a strained ship applies the effect to roll 1 fewer defense die this way, it removes 1 strain token. After a strained ship executes a blue maneuver, it removes it.
I'm gonna go with the strain because I can get rid of it and the dress us in this next turn.
In theory, anyway. However, the thing is, I do have to get rid... I am now compelled to throw my concussion bombs out due to the wording on this card, though, so bear that in mind. I'm gonna have to get rid of these bombs. Oh, by the way, I had Zam Weasel's power, so... After I defend, I may spend 2 from Zam Weasel. Actually, wait, you haven't attacked me yet.
Oh, yeah.
You get to shoot at me. And for how much, right? 4?
Yep. And let's see if...
It's giving you 2 hits and an eyeball. I dodge 1.
So I get... Okay, so I need to hit you...
6 times in order to kill me.
5 times, really. You took a hit, remember?
Oh, right.
And you said you didn't do a whole...
And I didn't use an action to... However, I've got Zam. After I defend, I may spend 2 from Zam. If I do, perform a bonus attack. You're about to get shot at again. I use my focus. That's a hit.
Well played, brother.
You're not even going to try and roll for that?
I only had 2 HP left.
Oh, you literally... Oh, I actually won.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Good game, though.
All right, that was very well played. There were definitely mistakes that both of us made when it came to colliding with asteroids, but Yeah, that went
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah, I should have done on the maneuver. Yeah.
Honestly, it was the right call to just collide. The thing is that it was just barely out of range of the Andrastas, so that really was just incredibly lucky on my part to take out. Because honestly, this is a circumstance where we really did get. No, I
Yeah,
really
I
got lucky
should
this
have
time.
done
I
on a
stole your
soft
luck this
turn.
time.
Nah, yeah, if I had done a soft turn like I was planning rather than the straight, my E-wing would have been out of your range. And I
Oh,
would have
that's
had more
kind of
chance.
soft term you meant. I thought you were talking about the Falcon there, in which case, yeah, you would have still collided.
Yeah, and if I had done that, I could have been able to have prepared another thing and then come back at you guns blazing.
Uh-huh.
Oh
Although,
well.
it would have been possible for me to angle Emon to potentially take shots at you, but I wouldn't have been able to fire at the Falcon then, because you would have just moved forward one. You would have likely felt the effects of the concussion concussion bomb that I would throw out, because I would be forced to throw one out. But I could have done a 2 arc. I could have done a 2 right to avoid this, and then potentially fired at you. Although it would have been a while. You would have had a couple good opportunities to shoot at me while I try and get you behind me again. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
this really was luck. This really was. Part of it definitely was luck this time. And it seems that luck was on my side for those last 2 especially. This could have gone on for a while had.
actually, I probably could not wouldn't have needed to bother with taking that crit because I could have used the charge from QE. But that wouldn't have really mattered much. You still managed to get me. But it was still a good game. Didn't really get a chance to truly check out the ability of Piston with perceptive co-pilot because you only had the 2 and I didn't have any opportunity to really.
Yeah, that was unfortunate that you weren't able to use Biston for there, because the goal of this group was really to get in your face, do a lot of damage, and then strafe around you a little bit, let bombs do some of the talking to help, if not damage you, then zone you, and then use Zam to great effect for direct exchanges to just wail on you some more. That really was the goal of this, and unfortunately in this case it looks like it really was a situation that, yeah, it looks like in this case my build worked more into my favor than this last time. Although, let me take a look. So let me throw your squad into yet another squad builder so I can see exactly how you do.
Yeah.
Let me see what kind of adjustments could be made for next time. Because at this point we're not doing Star Wars Squadrons tonight. It is far too damn. So let's see what you did.
Well, I really want to try
Homing missiles and munitions
against...
failsafe on the Z95.
Yeah, the problem was you burst it down. I knew that it would probably go down quickly. I didn't think that fast.
Our control system. Yeah. Oh, that's a good choice. Outmaneuver. Choice.
Yeah, I really should have backed off the E-wing more. I didn't think you were within range.
It was. Honestly, I wouldn't have guessed that I was in range. Hell, I wouldn't have necessarily even thought to look normally. It's just, that was insane. Let's see, so you've put a hull upgrade and a shield upgrade. So for crew, you put Lando. Actually, Lando's pretty cheap. No wonder why you like him.
Yeah.
And then you also had a perceptive co-pilot. That's how you were getting double. Where's perceptive? Where's perceptive?
Yeah, which would have worked well with Piston, considering his ability.
And then for Gunner, you had Biston.
Yeah.
And that was it. So that got you to a neat 200. So let me think. What could you do to shake things up?
Yeah, I was actually thinking of putting a stealth device on the E-wing just to give it some extra dodge ability.
That isn't necessarily a bad idea. That would be a modifications upgrade. Let's see, stealth device. That is
an. I couldn't have had that D95.
Yeah, what you would have had to do is get rid of. Actually, you could have added the C95 because what you could have done is remove the hull and shield upgrade from the Falcon and taken away the munitions failsafe from the Z95. Those would have taken away the 8 points you needed for a stealth device.
Mm-hmm. And I just checked. I couldn't have done the Rebel TIE Fighter either. The lowest one is 1 point above the lowest Z95. Yeah. Oh, yeah, who knows? Yeah, feel free to send me the what you would have done. with it because I
Yeah.
really want to try to get a win with the Falcon one of these days.
Yeah, well, I like the idea. The Perceptive Co-Pilot was really a good idea, because especially with your luck, stacking 2 focus tokens on it was a good idea. The thing is, and especially
whatever,
with
let me hit
Biston,
2 targets.
although I feel like Perceptive Co-Pilot might actually work better for Dash Rendar than it... I feel like this build would work better for the 2300 than it would for the 1300, but...
2400.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
I'm trying to
But
think
yeah,
of what you could do
I
to...
wanted to try and win with the Falcon,
Mhm.
and because I have not won with it yet, and I really
Although,
wanted to
actually,
do
with...
it.
You know what would have been really amusing? If you would put Zeb on your ship, and you would start... And we were able to shoot at each other while we were at range 0.
Oh yes,
That would have been hilarious. I don't think it would have worked to your benefit, because then I could have triggered Zam and then gone to town on you earlier.
Yeah, who knows? I might do, but since Zeb is cheap, I might try that with the 2400 one day.
Actually, the 2400 wouldn't necessarily be a good idea, because actually, wait, the penalty only applies to range 1, not 0, right?
Yeah.
Because he has a reverse on that, so...
Wait a minute, let me check that.
Yeah, because if you were to play this again, it seems like the goal with the Falcon is actually to strafe the target. Your goal against this squad...
Oh, it is range 0 to 1.
Okay, so it would. So, okay,
yeah,
you wouldn't
so
want that then.
Zeb.
That would not be a good idea
Yeah.
for Zeb then. So I think the best way you could have played this really would... Well, the problem is that I had the initiative advantage, but if you were to go
Plus,
with
you
this...
had fewer ships, so I couldn't really capitalize on Perceptive Co-Pilot.
Yeah, if I had gone what I had initially planned, this actually would have... You know what? I may as well say what I initially planned. I was actually developed a Phoenix Squadron build that involved... Yeah, so actually, you might want to throw this at Dad. Actually, no, you don't have the Ghost. Never mind. But
yeah,
it was the Ghost piloted by Hera, which gives really high initiative. The Sheathipede piloted by Fen Rao, so the Phantom. And what's nice about that is that it can coordinate...
Phantom 2, you mean?
Yeah, but the nice thing about that is it has a good enough initiative to where... Actually, I'm pretty sure it has the highest initiative, so it can guarantee that it'll be in a position to where it can give coordinate. And it's a white coordinate, too, so it's really powerful. And then the other one is Sabine in an A-Wing, which allows her to play in a similar manner to Fen Rao, actually. Basically guaranteeing that she does at least 1 damage or 1 on dodge if it's a straight-up confrontation at range 1.
Anything else?
That's actually here. I will go ahead and pull up, because I'm probably revealing too much of my hand, but I don't know if I want to use this next, because... But here.
If you're willing to show it, I'm willing to do a slight modification to this thing, my current build, based on your suggestions, and we can try against yours just to see. So that way
you want to treat...
know what we're...
All right, you want to basically treat the
start.
next week as an experimental round, see what kind of silliness we can do?
Yeah, essentially.
All right, I'm up for that. Since that I...
Yeah.
All right, I will offer that as a courtesy. So, I've thrown you the yet another squad builder that I have for it. So, the main benefit of it is there's 2 things. So, what's nice about Hera is that both her and Fen Rao have very high initiative, which would have given me an advantage against the Falcon. But the thing is, the Ghost only can fire forward normally, but you can put a turret of some kind, either a dorsal turret that has 2 attack, or an ion cannon turret that behaves similar to the ion cannon that you've sometimes seen me put on the Defender. Now, using that, if I can line up the primary attack, I can use Biston in a similar way that you can use Biston. And honestly, against my Phoenix Squadron, this would have been a good build, because the goal for the Sheathipede for me is to have it close to either Sabine or Hera in order to guarantee I can use the white coordinate action. So, there's actually all sorts of stuff you can do. And I also put munitions failsafe, proton torpedoes. It seems that the Ghost really is designed to get in there, deal all the damage in the universe, and then just die. Because you look at the beefy health, but you notice it has 0 dodge. So, any hit I take is any hit I take.
Okay, so we might want to write down in Discord or that we're agreeing to this and what all we decided on, so that way.
All right,
we remember it for next time.
All right, in that case, let us figure out what we can do against that. I might modify this a little bit, but honestly, what's really interesting is Sabine Wren, because I may as well talk about this while we're here. Elusive allows me to spend an energy to reroll a defense die, and after I execute a red maneuver, I recover that energy. So it requires me to be a little daring, but still interesting. Predator, so when I perform a primary attack, if you're in the bullseye, I can reroll. I got homing missiles in case I'm at range, and the vectored cannons. Basically, what it does is it takes the A-Wing's vectored thrusters, where I perform a red boost after I'm performed an action, and instead allows me to perform those boosters on the setup phase. Or, alternatively, I can train my guns and place my guns behind me as another red action. So what I can do there is I can do the red vector cannons to turn my guns around, shoot past you with a blue 4, and then do a focus token, and it's like I had jousted you. Only I'm moving away from you to where I can run like mad.
Yeah.
So there's all sorts of cool stuff with this. Yes, so, alright then, so the goal, so let's figure out what we can do with your squadron to try and improve it.
Yeah. One thing we could do is jump from Lando to Zeb, potentially.
I don't know if that would necessarily... Well, the thing is, I feel like that's a little too situational. Because Lando is definitely not very useful, given that you went with Perceptive Copilot. And against Phoenix Squadron, yeah, Perceptive Copilot's where it's at. Is there another good one we could...
Yeah. Another good crew member?
Yeah, well, the problem is, for the amounts you have...
I only have
for only 2, you'd have to get rid of the hull and shield upgrades in order to get something substantial.
Or remove the Z95 since it's just...
Alternate plan B, ion missiles. What if instead of putting Lando on, you used ion missiles? You wouldn't be able to capitalize on Biston by using that because it's after I perform a primary attack and missiles aren't primary attacks. But that is... An ion missile is still ion damage, and it won't affect the Ghost very much, but it could have an effect on the Phantom, or it could have an effect on Sabine's A-Wing. And if you were to if you got a chance to shoot at Sabine's A-Wing and make it take ion damage, that might be a worthwhile sacrifice if that's your only target, and especially if she's 2 or 3 away, because at that point, I mean, you may not get a crit, but usually if we position correctly, bear in mind, Sabine only has an initiative of 3, I'm pretty sure, so you would move before her. And position after her. So you could theoretically position the Falcon to where you could put her in a really big bind.
Yeah, also.
So, I guess... Alright. What kind of talent upgrades could we put in? Because if we're willing to ditch the hull and shield upgrades... Actually, an outmaneuver on... Actually, if you play the Falcon correctly, you'll likely be strafing, so maybe outmaneuver could work if you're willing to ditch the hull and shield upgrades. Oh, actually, wait, no, that's only for forward arc attacks. Never mind. Bad idea. Let's see, you weren't typically playing Lone Wolf, so that wouldn't necessarily work. Trick shot doesn't make sense necessarily.
Yeah.
If you're going the crash and burn method, you could try intimidation, but... Oh, maybe that's how you get Zeb to work. You take Intimidation and Zeb. That way, the target you're firing against takes one less defense die.
On the YT 1300 or 2400?
Yeah, on the 1300. On the 1300. Actually, did you want to try the 2400 for this, or did you want the to make the 1300 work out?
I'm trying to at least get a win with the 1300.
Oh yeah, actually, now that I think of it, you haven't gotten away with it. But
if I have Zeb on, actually,
no. The problem is in a straight up fight between the Ghost and the Falcon, I'm pretty sure the Ghost would win. I have less dodge, but I also have greater attack power. And if I have well, actually, Biston wouldn't allow me to double attack.
Yeah, I've duplicated the tab of what I used, so that way I can apply these changes.
Yeah, go for it. And I'm experimenting with it on my own end. Actually, I may as well leave this as the one that you... Alright, there we are.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, so I think before we... Who knows? Maybe when we do our our backlog, we can check up this. See
Oh yeah,
our
while we're
progress
working
having
on our
been
project
yeah.
backlog, we can check this out and figure out what we want to do.
Yeah. So that way we can have it all set for actually for 2 weeks from now. Really.
Mm-hmm. All right then, I guess we'll use this as a controlled experiment type situation. Alternatively, if you're willing to give up the hull and shield upgrades, you could maybe put plasma torpedoes or something like. Well, because the problem is that you don't necessarily see a whole lot of hull and shield upgrades, and I don't think they're necessarily as useful for the Falcon, given that you have such low defense die.
Yeah, I thought for sure there was one thing I could put on that could give it an extra dodge thing without that wasn't a stealth unit.
Actually, would you like to try... Oh, wait a minute. No, that's just to give more focus tokens. I was going to recommend that we bring the Moldy Crow out. But you'd have to significantly reduce something. You'd have to either replace the A-Wing or do something.
Replace the E-Wing or do something.
Yeah, you'd have to replace the E-Wing or try something else. Because Count Katarn, although you've already got plenty of focus tokens, you wouldn't necessarily need the Perceptive Co-Pilot. Yeah, it looks like this is something that we will have to discuss in greater detail another time.
Yeah, but for now, in terms of this match, Ebon's on and Fenral are probably congratulating the Bandit Squad pilot Gavin and Chewie for a good match.
That was
a simulated match.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, independent of anything else, the other pilots that we had did their job. Because Gavin and the Z95 provided semi-effective cover. The Z95 probably died a little too quickly for your liking, but there's not much you could have done against that, considering where I had put Fen Rao and Emon, so that's understandable.
I didn't really get a chance to get a good lock and utilize it.
Mm-hmm.
If I had, it probably would have been a different story. But the munitions failsafe.
That's why the Z95 was targeted first. And honestly, that's why I think the munitions failsafe probably isn't the most useful thing for it anyway, because ideally, Z95 is priority number 1. It's expecting to die immediately, so it's just going to go in there, fire homing missiles, and just die.
Yeah, but it kind of needs a lock to do that.
Maybe if there's a ship that could transfer a lock, but then you'd want to gear a build specifically to that. So what kind of...
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Maybe these next matches we can experiment with that. And
so we'll use the next... So 2 weeks from now, we'll use that match to experiment. My Phoenix Squadron versus your... versus whatever modification we come up for this that might work effectively. So...
Yeah, though... Oh, before... Yeah, though... Unless... How much more do you want to say?
I'm pretty much done.
Yeah, though, before we wrap it up, I'll be getting my second shot next time. So after that, my family, the household, and I are probably going to do Vespers, what we do before we start our streams, live. So that way we can... So we'll...
Short version, he's going to be later than usual. So anticipate that we'll be starting around 7:45 to 8 p.m. consistently from now on.
Yeah, but that shouldn't affect the total length of this stream, though. Just means it'll be a little later. Luckily, I keep these things up and don't really modify them much any, so...
Yeah, there's usually not any need to edit or cull any bits, so... Unless you want to be very persnickety about the starting quiet, but I think most people who are seeing a live stream are accustomed to that by now. Still, this game went really well.
Yeah.
This was a good match.
Yeah, I'll grant you that. You had to win at some point, so...
Yeah.
So currently we're at 50-50.
Yep, I mean, to be fair, luck was definitely more evenly matched this time. Probably more in my favor as well, but there were certainly moments such as when you repositioned the turrets and Ben Rao wasn't in position to be shot at because of that. I honestly, my plan for that actually was to collide with the Falcon. My plan was to collide with the Falcon, use Fen Rao to take out the E-Wing, and Emon to shoot at the Falcon.
Yeah, who knows? Perhaps we can have some of these other experimentation matches afterward.
So we'll use this next one as an experiment. And then after that, we can go back to the usual BS.
Yeah, and if we want to do any other experiments further, we'll let you guys know.
Alright, I guess that'll call it there then. Yeah. So, thank you all for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Let us know if there's anything you'd like us to try out. We also thought of potential modifications where we roll a dice and see what faction we're forced to use, which could also be interesting, because the Republic's got all sorts of cool stuff that I threw at Dad a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I'll probably stick with Resistance, Rebel,
And Republic, yeah.
Like,
Maybe
so
a
I
bit
might
of scum and villainy, given that they've got some fun stuff.
especially that build you used.
Oh yeah, this
So
build is fun.
Yeah, might even do some mixed faction stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Have one in mind with Rebels allied with an Inquisitor tie. It would pro.
What, you mean to simulate the season finale of, well, season 1 finale of Rebels?
I was actually going more for the intro to the campaign of Star Wars Squadrons, and really,
all right, fair enough.
Work too. Oh, really?
I guess that is a TIE Advance V1, so you could put non-Inquisitors in it.
Yeah, who knows? We may even and use some of the experiments to showcase some of the custom pilots that I designed.
Well, we can talk about that another time. For now, though, there's still plenty that we can explore without going into too much. So we'll use this as an experimental exception. Next one as an experimental exception, and then after that, we'll see. For now, though, I'm tired and need to go to bed, and I've been talking way too damn long.
Yeah, who knows? Some other experiments might be helping me with coming up with Resistance and Republic squads.
I'm sure Dad would be happy to oblige after the beating I gave him with a Republic squad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun shenanigans you can do with Jedi, although it's hard to set up properly.
Yeah, though I also need to come up with names for these squads, so that way, if I decide to bookmark these things, so that way I don't get too many tabs up.
Well, you can create an account with the website and use that to save them in there, but you do have to come up with names. Because I haven't come up with any fancy names. I came up with, well, Red Squadron was an easy one. For this one, I don't know, Falcon and Friends?
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, let's call it, I'm going to call it Falcon and Friends on my end.
I might come up with something different for it, but still, at least it gives us something to do.
Yep. Alright then, so we will call it there. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to bed.
See you next time.